Welcome back to a short and maybe bonus episode of
Where I can top my knee.
รายการต่อไปนี้
I'm Jonathan.
and I'm Kevin, and we're back once again with our special guest co-host for this bonus series, Patrick.
Also known as Casper with this light blasting by
Yes.
me.
At least you're not see-through.
Not yet.
Not yet. Oh man. So we got a lot to talk about today because in these episodes, things happened. Things happened.
Lots
Things
of
were
things happened.
thinking.
Yeah.
Okay. So why don't we get straight to it? So for y'all who don't know, now you know, we are talking about season 2 of Netflix The Boyfriends, episodes 7 through 9. Get back to some of our previous episodes of the series if you haven't yet. And also watch the show if you're not, because we're going to spoil the shit out of this. Once again, this is an episodic review
Recap.
recap. There we go. Of spoilers. So you have been warned. The Boyfriend is available to stream on Netflix on Tuesdays. And like I said, today we're reviewing episodes 7 through 9. We'll divide this by episode. Jonathan, can you please go ahead and give us the housemates overview for people who don't know who's a part of the team by this point? Because things
it's so
keep
hard to
shifting.
forget. It's so
Things
hard
keep
to forget.
things keep shifting. The line is moving.
People are coming in and coming out, so yes.
Yes.
Um,
And coming in and coming out. And
Ooh.
coming.
oh, well, all right, so
We'll get to that.
we'll get to that, right? We will get to that. That's later, but boys in the house. All right. We got Bomi, 23, still a university student. We have Hiroya, 29, architect. We have William, 34, IT project manager. We have Jobu, 26, marketing queen. We have Huei, 26-year-old graduate student that just got into a PhD program. Kazuyuki, 40-year-old telecom sales dude, just got out of a 15-year-long relationship. Then we have Izaya, 32-year-old software developer. And then our newest boy that joined us recently is Ryuki, 20-year-old university student.
Yes, the baby of the show.
The real baby.
The real baby. And before we talk about the babies and the uncles and the daddies, we do have some things to kind of mention. So there's a little bit of news that has happened. Of course, now that the show has been blowing up, I think it's in the top 10 of Netflix series right now in the
really?
US.
Oh, good for them.
Yeah, so which is great. I don't remember what the worldwide stats are. But people have been sending nasty, vile DMs to Shun. Did y'all hear about this?
No, I
Which
was
is
just
crazy.
shocked. I was like, what? Why? Why are we still talking about him? Why are we bothering this kid?
Yeah,
Leave Shun alone.
yeah, so okay. I know the three of us have some constructive criticism when it comes
Yes.
to Shun, but
hmm
some of these DMs are just disgusting. Some people have even asked him to kill himself. Like it was really nasty. And it's like, okay,
It's a
there's a,
yeah,
yeah,
and
it's
also
like,
Right.
there's one thing to call him a demon twink, which is the truth. It's a
Yeah.
whole nother thing to slide into his DMs, calling him nasty names. Now you're just being mean. Like,
Correct.
literally
that's not
mean to be
even
mean when he has done nothing to you
right.
but
He's
Right.
give
not
you
even on the
entertainment season 1.
Correct.
right.
Correct. What are we doing? Leave, get a life.
Get a life.
People get a
Find
life.
something else to do. More
Yes,
than
yes,
likely,
yes.
these are the same toxic BL fans that are kicking gay men out of, out of watch parties for heated rivalry,
Mm,
the same ones who are a part of different shipping camps, like making ship wars online on Twitter, like, the one that's happening with Jung Dunk and
I
blah,
know
blah,
that's
blah.
insane, but
Just a
that's
lot. That's probably what's
oof.
going on. It's probably the same people because low key, I think they're all the same. Like, y'all don't have a life. Get a
Y'all don't
life.
got a life and y'all don't got a man.
Yeah, don't
Period.
have a life, don't have a
true,
man, don't
true,
have a
true, true,
job,
true, true,
don't have
true.
nothing.
Yep.
Find some stuff to do. Anyway, the other thing, which is juicier and bigger,
Ooh, hey, hey.
is that there have been some news leaked of William and Di.
I think the die ones are old, but the William ones are very recent.
Very
Have blown
recent.
up on Twitter.
Yeah, dyes were like whatever. I was like, okay, sure. Mm,
Yeah, I didn't even know there were nudes of Di
Me neither,
circulating.
but
Yeah, and
everything's
we're not going to tell you
bubbling to the
where I
front.
saw them. Okay, if you know,
use
you
your
know.
imagination. Guess who
Scroll
fans.
online, but it's wild. But I've been seeing so many tweets of people being like, "Oh, that's what's up with William. I gotta watch the show now."
And now we
So
Mm.
know.
it is bringing new people in.
And now we know why sphincters were shaking and quivering
Ooh,
and
now we know why
doing this.
Jobu was Jobu's
Now
down bad for this
we
man.
Not
know now.
fluttering on the staircase or whatever. Oh my God.
Yeah, that
Ooh,
we know why because they could smell the big D. They could smell it.
They're probably subbed.
ooh, for sure. He's sub now for sure.
Oh, Lord have mercy. And anyway, with that said, let's start talking about this show because now we
Yes.
got that out of the way. It is day 16 still. They return home from their trip in Niseko. And remember on this bus ride, William and Isaiah, they had that deep conversation where Isaiah explained
Mm.
that why he doesn't want to tell someone he likes them since he lost his mom and never got a chance to tell her how much he loved her and all of that. So now he's like, I got to make sure I say it. And
Hmm.
we see them now in the living room. Everybody's in there. Isaiah is definitely kind of off,
Mm.
and William asked
He's
him if he hates him.
he is so like Shun 2.0 though. Like anything like kind of he can't hide his emotion.
Hmm.
It hits him immediately.
Yeah.
Um like I don't know. He takes everything really deeply and seriously, which
Right.
is a good thing for some moments, but and sometimes I'm like you're so intense. Like
Yeah.
he's very intense.
Yeah, I
Yes.
agree.
Yeah. And I would say what makes him different from Shun is Shun would
Run
just
away
be
from the
mad
fight.
and not say anything. So then we're
Hmm.
Mm.
like, okay, why are you mad?
Right.
Unlike Isaiah at least explains how he's feeling. And that's
Yeah,
what
Yeah.
yeah,
I
yeah.
and I have to admit, this is what I like about William and Isaiah. Like they are having these early like growing pains, right, in their relationship. And the reason why there's some kind of growth and movement is because they're actually talking to each other,
Mm.
and it
And they're
doesn't, and
two
even
grown
though
men
I'm
with
low
plenty
key,
of experience
yeah,
in life,
yeah, they have a lot of experience, and also like at the same time, like I always think good communication is good foundation for any kind of
Yeah, of
relationship.
course, of course.
Yeah, and at least they're both being honest. And right now they're in that place where, they're still trying to understand each other on that deeper level.
Hmm.
So I'm okay with it. Like sometimes I'm like, I don't need to see y'all be so intense all the time, but
Yeah.
also I get it.
They're so intense.
But that
Yeah.
was my thing too, starting it. I was like, didn't we just have this conversation? Y'all are like always like so deep and it's so fast. Like, take a breath,
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah, it's been a month.
Yeah, sometimes
It's
y'all
been a
don't need to
month.
be that serious all the
Right.
time. And then I thought what was interesting was like Jobu across from them
He's always
watching,
sitting right next
listening.
to them while they're
I'm
having these
like,
awkward
sir,
Mm.
moments or like flirty moments. He's always
He
right next to them.
wants
I'm
them
like,
to like he wants to see a crack so he can go in with those little chisel and be
so he
like,
can
that's the
slither right
way
into
yeah,
I'm
it.
seeing.
yeah,
That's the way I was feeling it. I was like, sir, you know what? They're solid. At this point, there's
Yeah,
nothing
yeah, yeah,
you
yeah,
can
yeah.
do. You need to charge it to the game and get over it at this
I said,
point.
let that man go.
Right. Um, Now, do y'all remember, based on what, Isaiah's backstory, what did William say in response? Because I know at this point, I was like, what did he say exactly?
I think in that moment he was just like, let's talk about it in private later, right? And
Mm.
then they have a whole separate moment at that like bar or whatever.
Oh yeah,
Oh
much
yeah,
much later.
yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So next day, Jobu and Hiroya go out and chat about their broken hearts. The Broken Hearts Club, child. Um,
It's
and
cute.
yeah. Mm.
Jobu says like part of us still think there's a 0.02% chance.
Yup. Hey, a girl can dream. I would too. I would be
I
like,
don't
hey, the show's not
know.
over yet.
Well, Hillary
We all
Duff is
still
out
have
on
a
her
chance.
concert tour, and this is where dreams are made of.
Ooh, and
So,
she given 0.02% effort in that
as she
tour.
always does, we
Listen,
love
she
our
got me
Listen,
mediocre
doing the dance
queen.
in the kitchen today at work. Dun, dun,
she
dun,
barely
dun.
remember the
With
dance
love,
herself.
love,
She
love,
didn't
love.
remember the dance. That's the
She was
best part.
looking at
She's
the
like,
dancers like,
"Come up on the stage, kids. I can't do this. I don't remember
uh,
it."
So, anyway, back to these two because I got us off track. They both talk about William and Isaiah saying it looked like things were working out, but now it doesn't. And of course, as you said before, Patrick, and as we all believe, low-key, it kind of looks like Joe Boo is looking for where he can put his chisel
Yeah,
or
yeah,
show his hole, depending on how you think about it. So back in the house, the guys are discussing the menu for food, and William's like, you and I should go and chat. And this is when they go to the bar.
mhm.
Um, William says that he wasn't able to explain himself properly. And I one thing I noticed about William is I think he is very intentional with what he says and how he says it.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
That
but
he's not gonna like bullshit you in the moment. He's like, let me think actually, and then come up with a proper response,
right, and I
and not
think
just like give you
sometimes
nonsense.
right, and I think sometimes Isaiah wants, and Isaiah's looking
He wants
for
like the analytical answer, like right now. He's like, tell me how you're feeling right now, right now.
he wants that because he wants that reassurance
And that's
that
just how
he's in
his
it for
brain works.
right.
Hmm.
So it's like it's both. I see where they're both coming from, and it makes a lot of sense for both of them. And
Yeah,
hopefully they find that little, you know, middle ground somewhere where
Mhm.
they're like, okay, I understand the way you think, you understand the way I think. So now we know that where all of this thought process is still centered in, I really do care about you, you really care about me. We just need to make sure that we're thinking the same, we're on the same page, you know.
yeah.
Like the goal is to be maybe different pages, same chapter, if that makes sense, you know.
Mhm.
Um,
Well, they're
anyway,
not rushing it for TV, which is kind of nice, but I think it's just
yes.
like an adjustment for those of us used to people being like, "Well, I love you after a week." It's like, okay, but like,
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, some stuff gets rushed later on, but we'll talk about
Well,
that.
well,
also, would
to
you
be, we're going to talk about that later because I do
yeah,
not agree with you, but
yeah, and I disagree that their relationship is rushed because they had a history before the show.
hmm
So this is
And we don't
them
know how long this history is.
well,
it
as
was
far as we
between
know,
4 and 10 years,
right.
Jonathan.
So we know it's been a lot of time that they keep coming
I
in
know,
and
but
out
the
of
way
each
they
other's
talk to each
lives.
other acts like everything's like new for the first time.
I know
I
that's what's weird for me.
yeah.
It's just like,
That's when
don't
I'm like,
y'all
so maybe he's
know each
never.
other?
Yeah, they didn't know too much about each other. It was just
Yeah, because
a
all they
hit
did
it
was
and quit
hook
it.
up, and one of them thought it was more than a hookup, and the other one's like, "Yo, dude, it's not. We literally like, I don't even remember your
Or
name."
gym
Right. We
buddies.
still don't fully understand the
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
backstory. And
yeah,
that's, I
Hmm.
think, where we need to, that's where and I think we said this last time, that's where we
We
all are
need
having
the
issues with
tell-all
them.
book.
yeah.
Yeah, we need them to really tell it to us straight, you know, or give us the gay version straight.
Give us the
Yes,
cliff notes.
Right.
yes.
Something. Anyway. Um, they have this conversation. Isaiah felt like his feelings were not being taken seriously by William, saying he wasn't sure if the relationship would sustain beyond the house. And that was kind of the trigger for Isaiah because William was coming from the fact of
He's
he's been
still
super
hurt.
guarded because the
Hmm.
way he was treated in a relationship where someone was like really into him and then out of nowhere blocked him. So he's really being cautious as a safety mechanism. Has very little to do with Isaiah, has everything to do with William. Um, and Isaiah wants to not miss out on anything because of, what happened with his mom. So
Hmm.
they're
Hmm.
both coming from very honest places and they just need to get that figured out. But
Hmm.
William reassured him that, I trust you. Again, he addressed that he was so guarded.
Yeah, it's just gonna take
And
some time,
and
but
it's gonna
I'm
take some
glad
time, but
he,
his feelings haven't changed about
yeah.
him. Yeah.
But it was such a sweet moment, and that he actually cried. I was
Yeah,
like,
Hmm.
it
wow,
was. It was.
that was
Yeah.
really sweet.
The way that Isaiah was like understood and was like, I'll be in your corner, you're not alone. And the way that William broke down, I was not
He was
expecting that.
sobbing.
He was really sobbing because he's like, no one has ever said that to him before. And
Hmm.
that says a lot. And I think that made him feel safe. And I think that's what they were both looking for was
Hmm.
safety in each other, And I'm always about, I feel as if you need to feel secure in yourself. But I guess in this case, they needed that reassurance that if I ever have a moment of insecurity, you'll be there to help lift me up a little bit. And I think that was good confirmation because maybe William never really felt that.
Hmm.
So anyway, back at the house, uh Ryuki is sick and he's in his room.
Crazy how,
Uh
and yeah, he's like sick for like the next three
Oh
or
my
4 days,
God.
and we don't see
He
him.
might
yeah.
as
Like,
well, him and that other dude might as well not even be on this show. I don't know, y'all.
Oh,
right? I was like, how are you sick? You just got
oh,
here.
I mean, hey, the flight, because people don't wash their hands on planes and
All
sneeze
right,
without
all
covering them.
right.
I
Oh
mean,
my God.
it could be
Hmm.
any of that, and it
I know,
just
but that
caught him.
sucks. He already like lost like 2 weeks or something,
Right.
and
Yeah.
now he's sick for like a week.
Yeah.
So I'm like, girl's losing time.
I feel
Yeah.
bad because I think he was like, well, I'm the youngest. Everyone's gonna want me. I was like, no, first of all, you're late. All the good people already hooked up. Secondly, no,
Ooh.
I don't want you.
Eh,
Secondly, you're 20,
Yeah,
yeah.
no.
And the next
sophomore in
youngest person is
college.
23 and is with someone who's 26.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. So,
So I don't know. He might be SOL, but we'll see.
hmm.
Um, then they're told that the assignment that they're giving is someone should or can volunteer to be the shift leader, and the volunteers must be agreed upon by the housemates. Hiroya volunteers himself, and eventually everyone agrees.
Because
uh,
he did it first, and it was like, all right, go girl, enjoy it. I don't want to
Right,
work
right, right.
today.
right, and
He chooses
he,
who
he
way.
yeah.
And Bomi was like,
So
girl,
messy.
Yeah, and it was low key
girl.
like Bomi was low key trying not to laugh, but at the same time he was like,
I
"This is so
saw that.
annoying."
He was like,
Yeah,
Uh,
girl, didn't you just get turned down like last night? Was good.
right, it's
yeah,
so
yeah, yeah,
silly,
yeah.
you know. And then at the coffee truck, pretty much barely anything happens. The drift ice
Hmm.
looks cool. They make 2,900 yen, so next to
Barely any
nothing.
money.
Abysmal.
Right. Um, and then back at the house, William and Jobu are in the kitchen. Oh Lord. Jobu asks if William and Isaiah have sorted things out. William's like, yeah, because they got back from their little conversation at the bar and,
He's
they
like, things
had
are
their
getting
heart to
clearer
heart.
now for
They're
sure.
right. So, and then Jobu says, like, I see myself becoming good friends with William, but he still has like lingering feelings for him. Of course you do. Like, again, you don't get over someone in like a
2 days.
day, and it's only been a few days by this point, maybe a week.
What's so wild to me is like, but he fell so hard for him. It's like, dude, you don't know anything about this man. Like, why are you falling
I
so?
I
Yup.
think Jobu is someone who wears his heart on his sleeve,
Mm.
and
And we'll see that later too.
we might.
Uh,
um,
he has such a big um
Hmm.
part
What?
of he's
Jonathan,
such
he
a
got a
big
big
part.
what?
He has a big heart. No, but he also
Oh,
has a
okay.
big part
Yeah.
in this
Yeah,
show.
me
Like
too.
yeah, he does.
He
He has
does.
definitely made himself one of the stars of the
yeah,
Yeah,
show.
like
He's
he
he
got
is,
is.
yeah, as a
he
soloist.
yeah,
The soloist.
yes. Back at the coffee truck, but really they're done with the coffee day. They're on the boat, drifting through the drift ice and
This
all of
was really
that.
cool, but also really like, I don't know, dystopian. I don't know.
I mean, you also have
Right?
not seen that
I was like, this
before.
isn't romantic. You're like drifting through a frozen like lake
Yeah.
or frozen.
Well,
Welcome
considering
to your
that,
future.
well, Patrick, have you never been on one of the boats on the Chicago River in the winter?
Hell no. You know how
Neither have
cold it is
I.
here? Oh my
But
God.
I've
In the
seen it.
winter?
And you know, like on the days in Chicago where it's like, it's that one random week in January that it just gets crazy cold out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And like
Yes.
you
Yesterday.
see the drift out. Yeah, you see the drift ice on the lake,
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
know. So to me it's like, yeah, it's actually pretty cool. Now it's not as thick as
It's not
what was.
romantic though.
It can be. It
It could
depends.
be.
They were
It could be.
freezing their little.
They
Huawei
were,
was
but
freezing his little ears off,
and see, that's the thing of like when you're in a cold environment, it makes you want to get closer to
and they're
someone for
not doing
warmth.
it. Some of these boys are doing it,
Bingo.
but Hiroya is not doing it. But
Because
we know
Hiroya
why.
doesn't know what to do.
Mm,
We know it's because he's leaving. He
Mm-hmm.
drops the bomb that he has to leave
Mm-hmm.
to go on a business trip.
Yeah.
something. Is that the
Yes.
lie people say? I got a business trip.
I
I
think
I'm
guess
going.
I
he's an
think he
I'm
architect.
legit
going.
though.
That's like I'm going to get milk at the store, and then you just.
Dad, come back.
Patrick.
No,
Like
Dad.
I'm
he's I
sorry.
he's
I
They're
think he's an
always
legit
like
going. I
business
think
architectural.
he's legit
trips.
has a business trip.
He
It
He has
just
probably
like a
happened
building
to
maybe that he designed
coincide.
is finally getting,
sorry.
Right. Yeah.
I
It
didn't like
just
him anyway. Get off the show.
Yeah, I
Oh,
didn't really. I was like,
you throwing
okay.
tomatoes.
I was like, goodbye. But
He
at
was
the
so
same time, it's
gossipy and not in a fun way. It was like borderline mean. I was like, okay, you need to leave, please.
he was more of, yeah, he got a little annoying. I'm gonna say that.
Mm,
There's other
mm,
people
I
that we
think just a lot
know
of people
that
are
like him.
too shy to you know, take their shot, to shoot their shot.
Hmm.
mm.
And it's like the clock is ticking.
Yep.
Hmm.
So he did the season one thing of like, I'm gonna take the person I like on a coffee date at the last moment I
Yeah.
can
Sell
before I leave.
$20 worth of coffee. Cheap. What was it, like
Very
two coffees and a cookie?
very Gensei in season one, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Very Usaka and Gensei, yeah.
Yeah, but at
Mm,
least with Usopp was
He had
learning
a
a
trip.
lesson. Yeah, and he had a lesson for himself in that. He
yeah.
did not know if he was able to love someone, and he realized that he was able to. And that's when he was like, I received what I needed from this show. And he
Mm.
had to go anyway and was
Yeah.
not going to come back. Hiroya, I don't think has gotten what he needed from the show. And personally, I don't
But
even
he's
think he
coming
knows
back.
what he needs from the show.
Yeah, but he's coming
So,
back. He said he's
yeah,
not
and he's
gone for
coming
good.
back. Yeah.
He's coming back after this trip, so maybe he's gonna be on like the last two episodes of the show for all we know.
Oh,
Or
ew.
maybe
No
not.
thanks.
We'll see because I
The house
think
is a little crowded.
and considering the way things are going,
We have four more episodes, I think.
yeah, more than four because we have six more.
Oh, there's 16? I thought it was
It's
13.
No, there's
15.
Oh, it's
there's
15.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh. So we
Jonathan was
got
like, we got a
time.
few more than that,
I
but
was
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
yo, let's wrap it up.
Yeah, so we got more coming up. Anywho, so the one thing that I thought was interesting that happened on this boat was Hue did wrap a blanket around Hiroya, which I
That's
was
not
like, this
interesting.
sounds like a little leading, but I think Hue was just being
No.
nice.
He was trying to help out this
Yeah.
frozen
Who is
twink
being
Right.
on
nice?
this metal
Would
ship in
he
the
be a
middle of this
twink?
lake.
Twinks be cold, I tell you.
Twinsby, he was helping this bones, his bag of bones on this
Anywho,
boat.
back at the
Uh,
house, Bomi
we're
runs
cold people.
downstairs.
Yeah,
Bomi runs downstairs and texts someone to come down and talk. And of course, it's Hue.
of course.
Bomi says it's been about a month, which I'm like, are my days counting off? Like,
The
did
the
we just,
show the show they've been there a month already.
yeah.
So was
So,
I. I was like, oh my God, it's been a month? Holy crap.
yeah. So it's like things have sped through.
Hmm.
Yeah, like
And,
we're saying day 18, day 17. Time is there's things in between that we aren't seeing, I guess.
right. Yeah. And, Hue said he is not sure if he has feelings for Bomi. Bomi did mention that he caught him texting Hiroya at Niseko. Hue didn't give a full answer since he needs some time to sort out his feelings. At this
Huey was
point,
going
who
through
are you
it this
thinking
patch.
Hue likes? Like I was getting the vibe that he's not liking anybody, you
Yeah,
know.
right at this moment, I was like, oh, he's just like, I mean, which is a normal reaction that you're
Right.
just like, I'm
Yeah.
still feeling everyone in the house. Like, it's
Yeah.
Yeah,
hard to
yeah,
catch
yeah.
feelings.
Right.
Um,
Right. And
but
that's like, and I want to bring this up too because someone said, like, isn't it weird that they've been in this house for a month and no one has fucked each other? And I was like, no,
Oh,
because
I was like, yes.
if you're not a if you're not a hoe, then
I'll
I don't
say
know.
this. It's one thing to meet
You
someone
can keep
off
it in
of
your
an app
pants.
where you know, like,
Oopsie.
well, this is the way I
No,
feel. It's one thing like if you meet someone from an app and you see like, oh, you know that you know what they like, you know, you could get
Mm.
all of that figured out within
Yeah,
10
yeah,
minutes,
yeah,
right?
it's the
yeah.
circumstances of why we're here in
Right.
Yeah,
place, whether
They're
people
in there
smash or not.
looking for love. They're also like they're
I
in a
guess
house
so.
with cameras. So,
And probably the rules, I think the rules are set. We hear a little later, like they're not doing it in the house, or at least they're not
yeah,
allowed to
and it
do it
would
in
be a
the
little
house.
awkward for the other people in the house, you know? Like
They're supposed to
I
sleep in separate rooms, so
right. And I
Oh
think
yeah, true.
like I would say if I was put in that situation and I like to hoe, I don't think within the first 2 weeks I would be doing anything with anybody
because then you're
because
stuck with
I'm
that
still
person
trying to
for the
get
rest
to
of the
know
show.
everybody. Yeah,
That's how
and
you get
also
to know them.
yeah, like
And what
then
if you
maybe
get some
one
bad blood? Then you got beef with this person for the rest of the show.
Oh,
exactly.
such
You
it
know,
makes
like
good
I'm think
television. I'm sorry. I'm too
it would make
American
good
mindset.
TV,
I'm
it's
like, let's
true.
fight. Let's fight.
Yeah, it would make good TV, but also at the same time, I'm like,
That's when they
I'm
kick you out and
also,
replace
there's
you.
cameras around, and there might be certain people that I don't really like.
Production going,
I don't think they would kick people out for having sex in the
No.
house because that's good TV. I think what it
I
is
don't know.
more
I don't know if that's
of
good Netflix TV. I don't know.
Good Netflix for
considering the
me.
Netflix shows that are on TV where they're having sex the first night.
Are they
I,
doing that on Singles Inferno? No.
but they've been doing it on what is it?
Are
Not
they
Love
doing it
Island.
on
What's the other
Love is
show?
Blind? And no.
Not Love is Blind, but there's another dating show that they have been doing it on Netflix.
Love
So, I mean,
Island?
Netflix is
But that's
not
not a Netflix original. Love
what do you
Island, right?
mean?
Like
Not
Love
Love
Island.
Yes, not Love Island. There's another one that I remember watching during the pandemic that literally within the first 2 nights, half of the people had hooked up with each other.
Hmm.
So it's not that it wouldn't
You on the
happen.
wrong
I
app,
don't
mama.
think it
You on the
has
wrong.
anything to do with production. I think it has more to do with the people and the culture in which they're
It's a
in.
cultural thing for sure, I
Yeah.
think. That's
Yeah.
my opinion. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's more of that. Like, I don't see anyone in this house within the first week or two wanting, they might want to sleep with somebody in the house,
I'm
but they're going
like
to be
Jobu.
cautious about it because there's cameras around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's even cameras in their bedrooms. So, only place you could do it is maybe in the shower.
Is at the cottage. Come on,
Yeah.
heated rivalry.
Yeah. Well, now you're jumping ahead because we're not there yet.
I said heated rivalry. I'm talking about
Yeah.
heated rivalry.
Anyway,
The
so
cottage.
back to Bomi and Hue.
He gives him this cute little a
Glass,
bookmark
whatever.
It was a
Yeah.
that
bookmark,
he
right? Yeah.
yeah, it's a bookmark that he made during the like glass blowing
Yeah.
thing when they were doing their dates in the
Fue
previous
getting
episode.
gifts every day from somebody.
Literally,
Yeah.
and
Telling you
he's still
that.
like I think he struggles with trying to express like he calls out Bomi for being like, "Oh, you've never dated anyone before. Like this is your first
Hmm.
time
Yeah.
pursuing a man." But then also he's looked so inexperienced himself with
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
accepting feelings for a guy or like showing his like, I don't know.
Yeah.
What's
And
interesting because I keep forgetting that oh my God, the names that's his first relationship because he doesn't give me
Bomi.
that vibe. It kind of makes it seem like he knows what he's doing a little bit. I don't
Bomi?
know.
Bomi, yeah, feels
Foamy, yeah, yeah,
more
yeah.
not
Like
experienced, but
everything seems intentional. Like it doesn't seem like where Fue
he's taking
definitely
the lead
seems
here.
like
Yeah.
he's never dated anybody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but who I did. And this
He's
is,
has, but I don't know. He seems like so
he seems
Awkward.
green, he does.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I think though, you know what? As someone who, for pretty much most of my 20s, I was single, right?
Mm.
But people came up to me for advice, and allegedly back then I gave sound relationship advice, but that was because I was watching all my friends be a disaster.
That's just the gay
So,
experience right there too. You give
well,
all the
these
straights
were
good
most of my
advice.
friends at the
Ayy.
time were straight. So, and a lot of my gay friends also were single. So for
Mm.
different reasons. And also that was a different era because that was like the 2010s and like late 2000s, early 2010s.
Yeah, yeah,
And I think because I was observing and seeing where people were making mistakes, and where people were doing things right, I was able to give advice, but they weren't seeing it because they were in the relationship.
yeah.
Like
Mhm.
sometimes you need a bird's eye view. And
Yeah.
so, and
Hmm.
I wonder if
Come on,
Bomey,
Bird.
even
Who is
though
Lil
if he
Bird?
wasn't in a relationship, he was literally like
He could see.
he
Yeah.
saw stuff and he's like, now I can, I can see through other people's
Yeah, yeah,
experiences,
yeah,
And he can badly emulate because he's struggling to express his emotions.
Well, I
But
think also, yeah, if you are 23, never dated anyone, and your
well, I'm talking about
experiences are,
26 Huey, but
yeah, and then Huey was in a relationship, right? But, he probably did not fully reflect on it in a way that he could learn for his next relationship. I don't know.
and that's
yeah,
what this show is giving
yeah.
him for sure. And
Yeah,
we'll see it more in episode like 8. Yeah.
yes. So next day, allegedly this is day 18, but they said they've been here for a month, so it's been more than 18 days, I
So
guess.
30
So
days in.
yeah, something like that. Um, so it's like the day before where someone
It's
has
who
to
wanna
volunteer to
work.
be a shift leader. William and says like he's been going through some personal changes and wants to express his feelings.
This was really
So do
awkward.
Jobu and Bomi. They're really kind of fighting to
This was
volunteer to be
so
shift leaders.
yeah.
And I'm like, are y'all okay? Like, what is going on? And then William explained that he wants to ask the person out for real.
Mm.
And of course,
Is
I
that
was
what he
like, oh,
says during this moment? No.
it's pretty much he like wants to ask to
He's
be
like, I got a really
boyfriend,
important thing I gotta
make it
do
a
today.
yeah, he wants
So
to make it
please let me do it. I'm so
official.
serious.
Yeah, and pretty much Jobu said he would stay behind and use the sauna. Bomi also agreed to step back. And
But
of course,
Jobu looked so I felt so bad for Jobu in this moment because you can see on his face because he knows that William's fighting so hard
right,
to go on this coffee thing with Isaiah.
Isaiah. Yeah,
Yeah.
And so it's like he's like, why am I fighting so hard to go on this last thing with you when you are fighting back at me that you don't
Right,
want me?
right, 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 right.
So it's like he finally just concedes because he's like, why am I trying so hard?
yeah, because it's
Um,
like he's pretty much operating in futility by this point. Like, what are you
I feel
doing?
so bad. And
Yeah.
like he looked like he was gonna cry there. I felt so
It
bad for
did look like
him.
he was gonna cry too. I was
And they're
like,
all like,
"Mm."
"You good girl? Like that you
Yeah.
girl?" And he's like,
I love how they all like rallied around him and comforted him, like comforted Jobu and were like,
Mm.
you're gonna be all right, because everyone
like
knows
let them have
let
their
them have their
moment,
Yeah,
moment.
it
yeah.
gotta be them.
So then they get to the coffee truck like a couple running a business together. It was
Hmm.
very cute. They made a decent coin,
They
7,400
made some
yen.
coin, yeah.
Okay, so not too bad. And then afterwards they walk out in the cold briskly,
They went up to this mountaintop to see the view and it's all foggy, so they
all
can't see
foggy.
anything.
Right.
Hmm.
And they sit on the bench. And William wrote Isaiah a letter as he was sorting out his feelings, which I was like, that is beautiful because he remembered that Isaiah said that the one gift he would love is someone writing a letter to him.
Yeah,
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah,
like a physical media thing.
yeah. And I was like, this is so beautiful. The letter, what did y'all think of that letter? Because I was
It
like,
was
this is
long.
cute. It was long, but it was
Was
cute.
long.
It was
It was
cute.
cute. I liked it. It was like really, I was kind of surprised, like pleasantly surprised. I was like,
I was very
okay,
surprised.
but it makes sense because what we've been talking about is William like wanting to choose his words, and then I think writing stuff down is like a really good approach to be like, okay, let me collect my thoughts and write them down, and then just literally read you this thing. So,
hmm
Yeah.
I had that Aaliyah song in my head. You know
wait,
what
which
song I'm
one?
talking about? I'm
No.
writing you a 4-page
Oh yeah,
letter.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
yeah.
can't.
Yeah. And that literally looked like it was 4 pages.
Right? That was long as hell. But I know you saw Uzziah was eating that shit up. He's like, that was
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
beautiful.
yeah, yeah.
You know what? I was trying to figure out who Isaiah looked like to me this whole show, and I didn't think about it until
Ooh.
it hit me. He does look like someone that I kind of was talking to like a couple years
Girl,
back.
Oh
I'll
my
show you a picture
God.
later.
I'm
Somebody
thinking
we're
it's
not
something we can all
gonna
reference
Right. I was
easily.
like,
Yeah.
so,
Yeah, because I don't
one of
tell
your
y'all about
men we're
stuff
not gonna
until
know.
because I
All
don't
Right.
tell
right,
y'all stuff
girl.
until after it's ended. So
That's no
anyway,
fun.
yeah, that because that's the way I operate. I keep it under wraps
Anyway,
Hmm.
until the wedding
they
day. So
smack
then
lips. They
that was a beautiful kiss. It was so nice.
that was a
Mm.
beautiful like BL take notes.
Yeah, I was like,
Thailand take notes.
Puin
Japan take
could
notes.
I'm
never.
surprised they
Not
showed
Puin.
it. I'm
Yeah,
surprised they showed it and the way they did. I was like, okay, we're having a real kiss and we ain't editing it out or getting a shot behind the head or something. So,
no.
Hmm.
Yeah, but it was
It was like
beautiful.
fully
It was
on the
fully
lips. No
passionate.
dead fish kiss.
No dead fish kiss. No Puin struggling kind of kiss.
And
Like
Isaiah is the one that initiated the kiss
initiated.
too. I thought it was gonna be
hmm.
William, but Isaiah was like, "I want you."
Yeah.
And it was, I was like, I'm so glad they did it because the whole time I'm like, are they going to kiss? And they took forever to do it. And
I
I'm like,
know.
just kiss already.
I
Damn
think
it.
I
it's that
know.
awkward moment where you know you're being filmed and you're like, "Should I do this?" Or like, "Is this weird for the camera?" Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I want the
Yep.
camera wants it. Kiss.
Kiss. And then, Isaiah was like, this is one of the happiest moments of my life.
I was like, "You're doing
And
too much, bro."
yeah.
It's not a
And
wedding. It's not a
Yeah, it was
proposal, girl.
a
yeah,
little dramatic.
he's a lot. And they're official.
Yeah,
I'm
and they're like,
happy
"Are
for
we
them.
together now?"
Yes.
Yeah,
And they kiss again. And it's just everything about it was beautiful.
that
And
was really beautiful.
yeah, and
Yeah.
I was just like so glad. I'm glad
Hmm.
that this door has finally, one door has closed and another door has opened,
Yeah.
of
A new
course, for
chapter has
them.
started. But at first I was like, are they allowed to do this? Like, I don't know if the goal of the show is, like they did in season one, where it's like you have to wait till the end to see who you leave the house with, kind of thing. Like you don't make the final decision till the end.
I
Mm.
don't
So I was
think
like, I'm
that
surprised that the show let them call themselves
I
official
think what makes this different from last season is last
because
season
it's
they were
two
in the house
months.
for 1 month.
Yeah,
And I
Oh,
think
was it really just one
it
month?
was
Oh,
one
okay.
month, and
yeah.
this time
Mm.
it's two.
So
And
technically they've gone through the whole score of
right. And I don't
season
think,
one.
and again, I don't think production has rules on them like that because you can't put a timeline on love, right? Like it's just when
Well,
it happens.
and
Uh
some shows like The Force is 7 days for his man. That's
yeah,
insane to
yeah.
find
And I
love.
mean that's in Korea and well,
Mm.
I can talk about that, at another time. So anyway, back at the house, William and Isaiah are not home yet. The guys are eating dinner. I
Mhm.
love all the food they're eating. Like
I
They're
know.
eating good. They're
they're
eating
eating
good,
good,
good. There's no
especially
worry
compared to the
about
season before.
money to pay for meals, to
Right.
pay for chicken.
Yeah,
Usock with
They
his chicken
they're
chicken
well fed.
smoothie.
smoothie, none of that.
Usock
Christ.
mad as hell. He's like, "Damn, I couldn't get
It's
I
like, I
could have
bought so
my
much
smoothie.
chicken.
Right.
Get my smoothies."
They have all kind of meat. They got the meats, they got
That
the
just shows you they
everything.
got a budget this season. It's twice as long, and they
Yup.
can feed and they selling shit coffee. They're not even
They
making any
said, "Thank
money
you,
off the
Daishan.
coffee.
Thank
Yes.
you."
Yes. So so they were talking about like, oh, these guys are
Jobu's
not
being
back
messy.
yet. Jobu is such a messy bottom. He
I
said, what
know.
if they had a big fight? This kind of
He's like,
wishful
what if they're having a
thinking.
big
That's what makes
fight
me not
and
like
they're
him
fighting for
sometimes.
hours?
I'm
Yeah.
like, why are you so messy? Like,
Hmm.
That's
just
hilarious, though. That's
like I know
hilarious.
you
He's
want
preying on
them
their downfall. That's what
right
he
because
is.
he wants William, but it's like, sir, William don't want you. So
Even if it
even
happens, you're just gonna be a rebound, dude. So like
right.
take a
So you want
breath.
to be the rebound? Like
He
He'll
probably
take
does,
anything.
but
come on.
yeah.
What you
So
too
anyway,
late. Hey.
William and Isaiah return and join them for dinner.
They're smiley
And
as hell. They're like,
yeah, they
hey,
smiling, of course,
glowing.
cheesing, teeth all out like this. And Ryuki is still sick, so he's not joining them for dinner. William tells them that he revealed his feeling for
He
Isaiah,
said,
and they
we
decided to,
married. We're
they're like,
married.
Pretty much. Everyone's
well,
like,
I mean,
"Oh,
Isaiah
congrats."
wants
I
them to
was
be
like,
married at this point, but
Job was like,
yeah, he's low key like happy for them, but you can tell he's sad. And
yeah.
then Kazuyuki, bless his heart, starts
he starts
crying hearing the
crying.
news because he's still this
He
poor
said, we
man.
found love in a hope. It's cute.
Like that poor man, he is still like stuck on that 15-year relationship.
Girl, later
And
on, I feel like he wants to get back with his ex.
low key, maybe.
Who?
And
Who
maybe
does?
no, Kazuyuki. I would
Kazuyuki.
not be
Oh, I
surprised.
mean, that's
I
probably still hella fresh too, so
Well, we do find out later that they broke up in August, and I
yeah.
believe when the show was
It's like
taped,
winter.
it's winter and it's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
December.
yeah.
So
That's
they,
so soon.
yeah, so it's only been a few months. So
Hmm.
it's been very fresh. So I get it, and I understand that, how he's feeling,
Hmm.
because it's still raw. And yeah, you
Hmm.
don't, and we said this multiple times already, you don't get over a relationship that long, like overnight. Like
No.
that's gonna
You
take a
could be
lot
crying
of
in the
time.
club.
Right. And also like
2
anytime
years in the
Kazuyuki starts
club.
crying,
Yeah.
Bomi starts crying because Bomi's like, nah, I'm crying because you
I
crying.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you could tell, like we said, Jobu is happy yet
You'll be mad as
sad.
hell. No.
Like he's not okay. He is not
Yeah.
okay.
But they're
Um,
cute. I mean,
and then later
kissing.
that night,
Yeah.
as
They
I
were
and
kissing
William
in
are
the
going to bed, they're
hallway.
kissing in the hallway.
I
They go
know.
to their different
That's when you
rooms.
see
It took
William
them
is like,
forever to
oh,
close
can we
the
do this? Are we
door.
allowed to do this? And I was like,
Mm,
oh,
yeah, yeah. I don't think the
producer's
rest.
about to be like, hey,
Yeah, I
save
don't.
that shit for later.
Yeah, I don't think they're restricting them that much as we think. I do
Mm,
think it's more of them restricting themselves, because they want to make sure that they don't want to be acting a fool.
Right.
Um, Next day,
mm.
Ryuki is better.
Whatever.
William
He's
and
like,
Isaiah
hey
share with
guys.
Ryuki that they're together, so they share the news.
He said, damn, that quick?
Yeah,
I just got into this house, took a
right.
nap for 4 days, and y'all
Pick
wifed up.
Yeah, a
nap for
lot can
4 days.
happen in 4 days.
Like,
So,
Yeah.
yo,
yep. And then Hiroya mentions that he's leaving for a business trip. He gives them a parting gift from his 3D printer.
Gosh.
that was cute.
I
The little
almost texted
photo
you,
printer.
Jonathan. I was like, I can't with this fucking 3D
He put it
printer.
to work though. He put it to work. That
It
was
was so
cute.
cute, but at the same time, I'm like, okay,
He
have a
said,
good
girl,
day.
3D print yourself a boyfriend. No.
Right.
So,
Balmy though was like, listen, I got one less rival.
He said, bye,
yeah,
girl.
he
Yeah,
lit. Jet was like,
toodles.
I'm bye. Good
He said,
riddance.
let me walk you to the door, mama.
Yeah, Let me make sure you get out, okay, and make sure that your flight is on time, okay, and you get there just in time for
One
that.
way ticket.
And then they show a suitcase that's
Yeah.
green,
They
Hmm.
showed
and
the back of someone's head.
yeah, and I was like, I literally
Even I gasped and
the
I texted you. I couldn't, I know y'all didn't watch it, so I texted something just like ominous, but I was watching this on the bus and I gasped out loud and people were looking at
The
me.
I
phone
was
almost
Like,
dropped.
hyperventilating. I was hyperventilating
Mm.
because I almost fell off of the sofa.
Your man,
I was
your
like, oh my
man.
That is your
gosh.
man. That
And
is
the thing
our
is, I
man.
knew Taehyun was showing up. I knew he was going to show up
I knew
Did
there
because,
was
you?
there
Did
was
you know or
rumors
you had like
around.
a feeling?
no, I knew because someone spoiled it for me.
Oh, okay.
Like,
There was
first,
rumors on Twitter too, because I think he shows up in a still, like in like a second of the
Oh.
trailer.
yes.
Like you see him like hugging people.
See, I thought it was gonna be that guy that joined season one like super late
Oh, Ikeo.
because it
Me
got, which
too. He
I'm
should have
glad it
joined.
wasn't because he was boring, but so I was like surprised.
Yeah, so I knew it was that
Well,
Taehyun for two reasons. First of all, Jonathan's messy partner Steven had messaged
Hmm.
me saying look out for a green suitcase. And I was like,
Steven always be
sir,
doing
I
shit
need you
like
to stop.
that.
Like, why are you always
he
trying to
didn't
be a
say
mess?
who.
He didn't say who, but he
He
was
knew
like,
what
do you
he
want to?
was
He knew
doing.
what he was doing. And he was like, don't you want to know who? And I'm like, I don't need spoilers, Steven. So, and then Kifon sent me a tweet that literally said who it was. And I'm like,
Why
Kifon.
are they
Ain't
doing
that your
that?
friend? Ain't that
Right.
your
I
friend?
was like, come
Yeah.
on. So y'all need to stop. Okay. Do not send me spoilers.
I was
Okay.
respectful. I just
You
did
were.
something. I
I
can't
ain't
remember,
said
but I
nothing.
wasn't telling you anything.
Yeah. But despite that, I still was hyperventilating. Like, call me Tiffany Pollard. the way I was acting because it was dramatic and I was by myself. So,
Oh
but
yes.
oh my gosh, I'm actually still not recovered from that. And it was
Eh,
only a few hours ago.
I got some words to say to Miss Tay Hunt.
Oh,
That's all I
Mm.
got. But we'll talk
well,
about it later.
yes. Well, now we're on episode 8.
Mm.
And back at the house, Isaiah saying things in Spanish to William. So cute. Like, mi
This
amor.
is again so messy because why is Jobu, why are you sitting right next to them?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was
they
They're
like, what are
having a
you?
couple moment and you're there like,
and he's like, they're doing this in front of my salad. It's like, you can take your salad to the
no one told you
kitchen.
to eat the salad
You can
right
take
next to
that
them.
salad to
But
your
then here's
room.
Jobu to William being like, well, I can roll my R's, baby.
Yeah, yeah, Isaiah couldn't roll his R's for yeah, that was funny.
Girl, Joby was doing the
Jobu
most.
said, Yo hablo español.
Yes. Y mi culo.
Finish that sentence, mom.
I'm scared.
I
Anyway,
can't.
um, later at the house, Isaiah's working in his room remotely because he's still on the
Yeah.
clock.
Hmm.
And we know that life, unfortunately.
Hmm.
Hue is assigned the shift leader, and Hue chooses Bomi. And Bomi also has some facial hair. What
I
do y'all
saw.
think about
I was
that?
like, okay.
He
Mm.
testing something out. He testing something
Yeah,
out.
I
Yeah.
kind of
I
like
thought it
it.
looked good. I thought it looked good.
Me too. And it's
Me
like now
too.
he doesn't look like Dye at all with
But
the
then
facial
Fue
hair.
being like, I don't like it. It
Yeah.
killed me. I was
He was
like,
like, "Do you like the facial?" He was like, "No."
no.
No. Well, it ain't going nowhere at the moment.
No, he
So,
shaves it off later.
He
You can
shaves that out
tell,
episode 9.
but then
Episode
it
9,
comes
yeah.
back like really quickly. Yeah.
yeah. But I like the facial hair on him. It looks
I thought it
pretty
was
I do
good.
too.
cute.
Yeah, it looks
Hmm.
pretty good. Back at the house, William is on the couch looking at pics of Isaiah. So cute. Like this man is in love.
He
Like
down
that
bad.
Sean
He's like,
Paul
"My man
song,
is my
you
man."
know, like he's definitely in love. And then we see that green suitcase of Taehyun walking up, and I'm like, oh gosh, he's coming to the house. So I start freaking out again. And I'm
But then you
like,
see a blue suitcase first. They
well,
switch it
before
up.
we do that, they go back to the coffee truck.
Mm.
Balmy and Hue are chatting. By this point, I really don't care too much about what they're talking about because I'm like, Taehyun is coming. Taehyun is coming. Taehyun is
Ew.
coming. And Hue hasn't sorted out his feelings. He's like, maybe I don't like anyone. He's concerned that Bomi never dated
So
anyone. Like, he's doing a lot. And I'm
that's
like,
so
sir,
rude to me. I didn't like that. I was like, dude, you date someone and you're messy as hell. Like,
That's what I mean.
yeah,
Like this conversation, he was like, where they're like sitting in that like bench with the hot water still.
he's gonna
yeah.
hurt Bomey after this show, I feel, and that makes me
No,
sad.
I think right here
Mm,
he was just like, I need to feel like, where's the passion? Where's the like
He
wooing? You
has none.
know?
That's the problem. Like you, every time they're together, it's just like, do you actually like this dude, or you're just like, well, those two hooked up, so I want to be like, I'm like,
I
don't
don't.
be messing around with Bomey because he's kind of sweet. Like,
yeah. And part of me
Man,
is
he
like,
wants
yeah.
Bomey to woo him. He wants to feel wine and dined. He wants to
But
feel, you know.
Balmy has been pretty direct on how he
yeah.
feels.
Yeah,
So
so
really
it's a
the issue
weird
is more of
like
Hue.
show me more kind of thing, but also
Hmm.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Ryuki, William, Jobu, and Kazuyuki are ice fishing, whatever.
you.
Yeah.
Then
That was
at
set up by production. I was like, okay, yeah.
yeah. Then at the
That's
house,
cute.
someone with the blue suitcase shows up. So
They
this is
got
what we
me
need.
with that. Yeah, I was
Yeah,
like,
and I
wasn't
thought
it
I was going
green?
colorblind.
I thought it was like a movie where it's a continuity error. It's like, oh, we
Yeah.
couldn't get him the same. What happened to the suitcase? Did it get lost?
Yeah, I was very confused because I was
Hmm.
like, okay, now this
Nah,
is where
I
they
knew this
edited
too.
shit up. Like
I saw the spoilers for this too.
they're doing this to
Did
piss me
you?
off. So the guys come back and see a new guy sitting on the sofa, and I'm like, okay, who is this? And I was
Said,
like,
"Hey,
these are different jeans, and
Queens."
this is a nice booty too. But I was like, this is not Taehyun's
I was
booty.
coming on the booty too.
Yeah, and
The
I was
boot?
like,
What are y'all? I'm clearly not a Buckeye because I did not notice the booty at
I
all.
was
I'm
looking
the
I
at booty
did,
too.
face.
Yeah,
I
I
was like, oh,
did.
he's kind of
I said
cute.
those are some nice jeans, cute
Yeah, I was like, nice
jeans.
Mm.
jeans and a nice caboose. And it ends up being Tomoaki, who is new, 31, and in IT.
Everyone
Everyone's
works
in
in IT
IT. All
this
right,
season. I'm
I was
so
gays.
like,
tired of
man, look at
it.
all these tech gays. Okay.
Right?
Yeah. And then as they're sitting and trying to get to know Tomoaki, then Taehyun walks in. And then I literally freaked out as much as the guys were because they were shocked because they all
Hmm.
knew him, right? And because they all had seen the show.
They're like mid talking to Tomoaki, and then Taehan's like,
He's like,
"Hey,"
Hey.
and they're
hey,
all like, "Ah!" Like it's giving
right.
RuPaul when like RuPaul
Hmm.
comes into the room, and they're
When
like,
like
Right.
Ariana
"RuPaul!"
Grande comes out as a guest and they're just like, oh my
They're like, "Ah,
Freaking
Ari!"
out. I was screaming. I
I'm sure
was,
you were.
oh yes,
Taehan looks
You're getting a
good.
little hot and heated, I bet. Getting
I
a little
wasn't
damp.
hot because my room is cold, but
Oh, Taehan back for All Stars. She's
right.
here.
Yeah,
New
so
hairdo, new teeth. No, no, no. I'm kidding.
so now we
I'm
got the
kidding.
popular guy and the
I'm
new
kidding.
guy, you
New
know.
teeth.
And Jobu clearly was starstruck and he forgot about William immediately.
Yeah. He's
He
like, who?
forgot.
I
Like,
mean, even the show is like the panelists too. They're like, "Oh, Jobu, this is your moment. You've
right,
been wanting
this is
Hmm.
your
him."
moment. So later in the kitchen, as they're preparing dinner, Jobu can't even act right.
He
Like
walking around this
he,
kitchen
I
like
yeah,
know.
he just freaking out. And I'm
Yeah,
like, you know
yeah, yeah.
what? I wouldn't act right either.
same. I'd be like,
Gotta
because it's
get your
like they're seeing a
stuff
celebrity
together.
Yeah. Like that's why it's like anything that he had lingering for William literally
out
went
the
to the
door.
left. It's no longer in existence. I don't think
Yep,
he
it
even
Yep.
is.
remembers William's name anymore. Like
Ooh,
he completely forgot. And I was like, well, this is the change that Jobu needed. Okay.
the show did this for her because she's the
Yes.
one that said in
Really.
the first
Like,
episode, "Oh,
Taehan,
I
you
hope
free?
Yep.
We
Taehan's
got
here."
someone here, and their storyline's a little sad.
Yes.
Yup.
And Taehyun's like, let me help. So
I
at
feel like they
dinner,
probably did a survey maybe. But like, who
maybe.
do you want to see come back from season one? And
Yeah,
then all these
yeah.
boys were probably like, "Oh, would love to have see Taehan or something."
Yeah.
Because he got no airtime too. That's right.
Yeah, and now he's getting more of that spotlight, you know.
I mean, this is her episode, really.
Yeah, and at dinner, Taehyun said that he has some unfinished business that and wants to approach this more seriously with, with love.
Hmm.
Unlike before, I think he was just kind of going through the motions and he
I
didn't
mean, it got
really,
cut off with Usak.
yeah. And
No,
also
it got
like
cut off with who was he trying to even get
there
with? Was
wasn't really anyone that he
I
was
don't think he
really
was trying to go
feeling.
with anyone. Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel
because
like
he literally said
yeah,
like there was no one in the house that he
he
was
was
truly
cordial
into.
with Usak and Kazuto, but it not really.
Yeah, not really.
Yeah,
Like he was cool with everybody in the house, and he ended up becoming besties with Gensei, because
Yeah,
they're like
yeah,
closest in age.
yeah. Hmm.
But he mentioned that, and then Tomoaki said that he wants to like himself more, so
he
he's
wants
on the
more
show to better
self-confidence
himself.
He like
and
But
to like
spilled
be.
his whole history and stuff.
Yeah,
I was
he
like,
was like,
okay,
"Girl, I
girl,
used to
like
be 8,000 pounds. Look at this photo of me." I was like, "You just have this on your phone?"
not the post it with the yeah. But I thought it was really. I was like, dang, nobody else did this, and I didn't mind it. But I was like, okay, they really just want. They're like,
They
we
had
don't
to
have a
like
lot of
speed
time for
up your
you,
backstory.
right?
Yeah,
We got to catch you up. You're behind.
yeah, and also like it's nice that we did get to understand Tomoaki because now like everything that he does after this, I get it.
where like
I
Yeah,
it's
don't
a
yeah,
necessarily
confidence
like
issue.
it, but I get it.
Yeah,
Um, then they get the assignment that they have to write a letter to someone in the house
yeah.
unsigned. And I was like,
same as the
oh,
first
here's the mess we're
episode.
going through again.
Yeah.
So next day, of course, Isaiah gets a letter from William. So
They
we
send
expected
messages
that.
to each other, of
Yes, which
Yes,
is
course.
that was
cute.
cute.
Um, and then Bomi wrote a letter to
Bomi and
Hue.
Huwei both write letters to each
Yeah,
other.
it was
Right,
nice. Yeah, yeah,
right. And then I have a question because one of the panelists noticed that on Huwei's letter to Bomi, he said he signed it sincerely yours, but didn't sign his name, of course.
yeah.
Does that have a significant meaning in Japan? Because in the US, contextually, it could mean anything.
Was it
That's
in
just the
Japanese
that's
or
just the email
It was
English?
in
greeting.
Japanese.
Oh God, I'd have to look up what it like actually said. So
Yeah, we never know if it's just like the Netflix translation being like
yeah,
Yeah.
because you have to
best.
remember I'm watching it with Japanese subtitles and not in English, so I'm like a lot of
Come on, Fluent.
context clues here and
Right.
there.
Yeah. But that's
So
the translation said sincerely yours.
those
And
translations can be a little
yeah, because it could
wonkadoo
be a little
sometimes. Yeah.
wonky or it just like it may not have the same kind of context or
That
connotation as it would.
Bomi wrote that to
Hue
Fue?
wrote that to Bomi.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the general sense of the message was kind of flirty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
clearly. Um, Kazuyuki and Ryuki did not get letters, which not
Boo.
surprising, but still sad. But then Jobu gets two letters,
Good for
one from
her.
Kazuyuki and one from Tomoaki, which I thought was
Mm-hmm.
pretty interesting. But he didn't get one from Taehun, who he really wanted one from. And then Tomoaki got a letter from Taehun, which I thought was interesting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then Taehan got two letters, one from Ruuki and one from Jobu. And he actually looked pretty shocked because Taehan was like, I just got here.
Because the panelists said that he didn't get a letter
Yeah, I don't
during
think
his
he
Right,
stay,
did. Yeah.
right. And the fact
which is
that he got
gaggy.
one, yeah, he's like, and he was visibly shocked because his eyes got really big. He was
He
like,
said,
whoa,
He
"Ooh."
was. He was like, "Oh my God, two?" I was like, "Yeah, dude, you're
He
hot. People
said,
like
yeah,
you."
"I'm hot shit. I'm hot
yeah.
Well,
shit."
and to be honest, like the two, who did everyone write to in season one? Dai and Shun, probably. I can't remember.
I
Or
don't
I
Usopp
think they
remember.
and
wrote to
that was some
Kazuto.
tough
They wrote
like
to
because that first
and to
episode you're
die.
just doing it when they write it the first episode. Let's be honest, you're doing it on looks, not
Yeah,
Yep.
you're
much
doing
more.
it on looks, right?
So
Yeah.
not that he's bad looking, but they're gonna go for whatever their type is. So
Whoever is like fits whatever the
yeah.
convention at the
Mm-hmm.
time
Mm-hmm.
is, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Later in the gym, Hue and Kazuyuki are working out. And Kazuyuki thinks it's too late for him to start anything in the house at this point. I don't
Which I'm
think
like,
so.
two
So
people just joined the
dramatic.
show. What do you
I
mean it's too
know.
Yeah,
late?
I'm like, yeah, I was like, you have someone, well, Ryuki is a little too young for
It's
him,
month
clearly.
two. You can
But
completely start with these two new boys that
yeah,
just
but
joined the
you have
house.
Taehan who is closer to your age, and Tomoaki is also not that much younger.
Yeah.
Um, so it's probably maybe give them, open your heart up a bit. I think his issue is he's still stuck on his man, you know.
He wants that
Um,
man back.
yeah. And then Hue says it feels like he's experimenting with falling in love, which I thought was very interesting.
But that's a good way to go out the show.
Yeah.
You're feeling the wall. You're testing how you feel with these
Yeah.
boys.
Like
Seeing
maybe
what it truly feels like to fall in love. Maybe he's never been in love.
right. And that's different than, oh, I'm have a boyfriend versus I'm in love with someone. Because there are
Yeah.
people
You
who.
can see someone, but you know.
So then Kazuyuki then mentions that he will spend the rest of his time in the house reflecting on his past relationship and he's
He
going to
said
go
he's gonna
ahead
write
and
a
write it all
book.
down. And I'm like,
He
you
said,
know
I'm gonna
what?
write
Do
a
what
book
you
about how
need.
it all happened. I'm like,
Yeah,
Ain't
what are
do
you
what
nobody
you
gonna buy
doing?
that book. You have no screen time. Go away. Leave
right.
the
It's like, you
house.
know
Bring
what? Do
someone
what you
else
need to
back.
do in
Do what you
order
need to
to
do to move
heal
on. If this is
and
the therapy session you need, this is
go
then move
off,
on.
Sure.
sis. Yeah, do
Sure.
what you need to do.
I
In the
just don't
living,
like that he's like given up before he like immediately gave up because he had no letters. I feel like on day one. I was like, okay, dude, like
I was like, talk to people more. I don't
correct.
know.
yeah,
Do you talk to anybody?
he
The
does,
fact
but
that the
he
show's not
comes
showing any
off.
conversation between him and anyone else besides Jobu
Mm,
I mean, he
feels
had
like
a
he's
couple
not
other conversations as well, but it's always been in the place of
a
he's like the
friendship or
big
like
brother.
advice.
Yeah.
mm,
Yeah.
So when you kind of do that, it doesn't come off as romantic. And personally, I don't think he really wants
Anyone in the
to.
house, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah,
He's not ready. Yeah.
I don't think he's ready for
mm,
anyone, but he has to make that first step,
Which
And
is
mm.
low
fine.
key, I'm actually kind of glad he's not making that step because he knows he's not ready.
Yeah.
Um, so because that would be a mess if he started dating someone and they're literally a rebound. Mm-mm. That would be a
Or
whole
all
mess.
this, yeah, all this trauma pops up and yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, in the living room, Taehan is made the shift leader. Of
Hmm.
course, pretty much the whole house wants him except for, William and Isaiah because they're in their love
Yeah,
bubble.
they're all like everyone raise your hand if you want to go on a date. Like they do
Yes.
season one rules where it's
Yeah.
like Taehyun has to pick.
Right. And then, of
Jobu's like,
course, he chooses Hue. Well, not of course. I was more shocked that he chooses Hue.
I'm like, who
Um,
why'd you have your hand up in the first place?
right. And I also think like at the time I was thinking like, okay, he doesn't know at this point that
He
Hue
does,
and Bomi have this
yeah.
thing going on.
Yeah.
So and Bomi had a good analysis that the panelists called out was Bomi analyzed that maybe Taehan chose Hue because Taehan did show interest in Usak.
That
Yeah.
he likes a big boy.
He's like
Hey,
Yeah,
those big muscly dudes, yeah.
right. So
he
he's
said, I
like,
don't want
okay,
no
so
twink.
he was chosen based on physicality
Well, didn't
and
work out too well for you before, buddy, so maybe
right.
change it up.
Hey,
And
hey.
honestly, they get to the coffee truck and nothing.
But like,
Nothing.
is it part of is it Taehan, maybe? I don't know. I'm like just like, dude, are you killing I know we'll talk later, but it's like
I know. That's why
We
I'm
gonna
like, girl, maybe the problem.
we're gonna get
we gonna
there,
get there.
but
We gonna
We
get
gonna get there. We
there.
gonna get there.
We gonna get there. Later at the house, William and Isaiah are in the living room. They're having another serious ass conversation.
Isaiah, this is where I'm like, Isaiah is so intense. Like, it's day 3 of y'all being official, and
you want to get married, you want to have kids? What are we
he's like,
naming
we
the
need to
Well,
have
first
these
kids?
long-term goal conversations, and I'm
well,
like,
first thing William says, like, because William's focused on the next few months, right?
he's like, can
And
I
he's like,
focus on leaving the show first?
yeah, he's like, if I go to Barcelona for 3 months, can you go? Isaiah, without even breathing, whole clenched,
He's like,
I can go, you know, and
don't miss a step. I can
don't
go.
miss a
Yup,
step.
flight
Um,
booked.
and then Isaiah's like, yeah, then he goes into like, he wants to hear his like 5 to 10 year plan. I'm like, excuse me, are
He's
we
like,
in a business
when are you
meeting?
trying to
Oh,
get
I don't even have a
married?
5 to 10 year plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I think this is a lot when y'all just made yourselves official like 5 seconds ago. Like, can we like really think about dinner?
Right, right, right,
Like,
right, right, right.
Like,
like,
and yeah,
The Lincoln Hall.
can we focus on literally anything else? Like,
yeah. I was like, this is a lot to kind
can we
of
just
put
have
on.
fun right now for the rest of the
Right,
show, and then we
right,
can
right,
talk
right,
Yeah.
about
right, right.
marriage
Enjoy,
afterwards.
yeah. So then at dinner, Jobu was taking pictures with Taehan. So I was
This was
like,
really
it
cute. He
was
was
so
like, it
cute.
was a
It's
fan
so
meet
funny.
moment.
Every time you two are like something such and such is cute. I was like, oh, that's awkward and annoying.
Well, in
What
my
do you
head, I was
mean?
like, Jobu, it was awkward for me. It was cute, but it was awkward. And I was like,
They
Jobu is
probably all
about to
did it, but they only showed the moment with Jobu and Taehyun doing it. They
Kevin,
probably all
you
took
I
it
got
don't
on
me with this
photos.
know.
note. You
I
got me
don't
with this note,
know.
Kevin,
Because I was
though.
like, Jobu is about to squirt. At this point, he is going to squirt
Oh
and
That's a,
shot.
Lord.
he could not keep his face on, completely like,
He he
and
did
I'm
not
just
know what.
like, stop, Jobu,
Yeah,
stop,
Jobu
calm
did not know
down.
how to stop. He didn't know how to. I'm sorry. That
I
that
will
sounds like
say the one
he's
thing
a
I like
he's a
about
squirter.
Jobu,
I could tell.
Oh
the
my
one thing that's
God.
nice about Jobu is like even though he's been rejected this whole show, he has gotten more because he's getting more comfortable every episode to be himself.
Yes.
Because like even the way he dresses and the way
He's
he's
always
talking,
100% himself.
yeah,
Love
because a
that.
Yes.
lot of the other dudes you can see are still very guarded in the way they like present themselves in that. But Jobu's like, yeah, it's more and more. He's like, yeah, I don't care. I'm like, he's a little queenie, and I don't mean that in like a negative way. Like, it's just he lets it come through, and that's kind of like
That's why
nice to
like he's
see.
so relatable. He's so like
Hmm He's
approachable.
Hmm.
like how well, I mean, we're here and this, and that's how we are. Like, I'm like, yeah, that's like how people kind of talk and act when they're not
Yeah,
like
like
putting on a
he's
front.
MVP of the show
So,
for me so far.
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Hmm. Anyway, they get an announcement. Um, Folks will be going on one-on-one dates, and they have to write down who, and only those who match will go on dates. We've seen this
Mm-hmm.
before.
Hmm
And then they get to the next day, and the matches are announced, and who we expected is what happens. Isaiah and
Isaiah and
William,
William and
and
Hue
Hue
and
and
Bomi.
Bomi.
I was kind of wondering if Taehyun was gonna match with someone,
Yeah.
Yeah,
but I guess Taehyun probably wrote Hue on his thing.
Wait, I have a question,
yeah,
and I was thinking about this today. So if like Kevin, let's say we write each other, if my name shows up, I have to know it's you because I wrote you, right? It has to be. There's no way it would be somebody like it can't be you, Jonathan, and me if I only wrote Kevin's name because you're picking your pair, right?
yeah.
So
Yeah,
why are they
if
always
you're
acting surprised like they don't know who they're getting? If it's
Well,
like,
I get.
well, I know my name is, if you hear you're the first name, you know who that person knows
Oh,
who they're
I
getting
see
because
what you're
that's who you
saying.
oh
wrote
Yeah.
yeah
down.
yeah yeah.
But they're always like,
Hmm.
oh my God, I can't believe it. I'm like, but dude, you wrote it down.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know why
Like,
that clicked with me this episode. I was like, why are you so shocked?
I mean,
They're
I want
gagged.
so like with Isaiah and William, I don't know why they would be shocked since by this point
No, of
they're
course not.
official. I guess
Unless
with
they
Hue
pull a
and
Shun and
Bomi,
it's
I
like,
could,
I'm picking somebody else.
yeah, like with Hue and Bomi, I could see maybe
I think
why
Hmm.
because
it
nothing's
said
official
Huawei's
with
name
them.
first, and then
Yeah,
Yeah.
it said Bomi. So is it Huawei,
But
and then it could be
Fue
whoever.
knew. Right, right,
Yeah,
right.
Huawei knew who it was, but
But Bomi
everyone
didn't.
else is
I
probably
understand
like,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
it
So
could be
that I get.
Taehan, it can be.
But even Fue's like, oh, I'm shocked. I'm like, dude, you wrote Bomi's name down. What is there to be shocked about?
I
He's
guess
always
he was
like
just.
so
I
shy.
guess he
He's
was shocked
like,
that Bomi had chosen him, but it's kind of like also why would Bomi not choose you? Because
Correct.
yeah,
exactly. Let
yeah,
this man in. Let this man in.
Right.
yeah. And then we find out who chose the other folks was Tomoaki chose Jobu, but
I would
Jobu,
love to see it.
Kazuyuki, and Ryuki chose Taehan, and
Hmm.
Taehan chose Hue. So, um, and then Hue
Oh
and
boy,
Bomi's date we get
it's
to
super
so
cute.
Yeah, it was
cute.
cute.
Hue finds Bomi cute at random moments, he says.
Which this is like, I'm like, girl, you know you like him, but you're like, you know what?
Right,
You're kind of cute,
Right,
I
right, right,
guess. Like
right, right.
sometimes I
right.
think you're cute. Oh my God, why are you
I
playing
know.
like games right now? Like,
Hmm.
Like,
just
come
admit
on.
that you like me.
Right. Yeah, just let it
Like you're not saying
happen.
you love me, but you can just say you like me. Yeah.
Yeah. Back at the house, the rest of the guys are outside chatting. Jobu is staying on Taehan's dick because I was
Oh,
like, every time you see Jobu, he is right next to Taehan.
as he
Like,
should be.
and then
Hmm.
Tomoaki talks about how it is easier for him to chat with a close group of friends, but he was worried about how he would fit in with the folks of the house. So one thing that we didn't talk about a little earlier in Tomoaki's background is sees himself he sees himself in a negative light and he thinks negatively. So he
Mm.
doesn't see
Yeah.
himself like there's definitely a level of self-esteem that's
Yeah,
missing.
he has some,
Yeah,
self-esteem,
Yeah, yeah,
self-confidence
yeah.
issues,
yeah.
And
which
it's
maybe he
it
just needs to meet more gays in real life to really,
yeah, and he
break
also
through
needs
that.
Maybe.
to open himself up a little bit too,
Like maybe his circle of gays are only online and
maybe.
it's just,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's true.
it's very possible, and Taehyun gave a great answer per usual and pretty much overall said like to put it in perspective that everyone is in the same boat no matter when they got on the show or whatnot. Like they're all here kind of for everyone started in the same place, and
Hmm.
everyone currently in the house is in the same place. And it's like a nice way, like it landed beautifully of saying, your situation is not that different from everyone else in the house,
Right.
Oh,
and
you say
you're
you
gonna
want
be
special though.
okay, but you have to be the
Hmm.
one to see things differently. And I think that's where Taehan is at. It's like Taehan is trying to have
He's trying to
Tomoaki
have a different
see,
experience for
yeah.
his round two, so.
No, I
He's
mean,
playing uncle again, where it's like,
yeah,
And
okay,
he's
he
also
we're gonna
is.
playing,
end up in the
big
same
sister
boat
Yeah.
as
role.
But
before.
what I was trying to say
Right.
is Taehan is trying to have Tomoaki look at things differently
Right, right.
because Tomoaki sees things like so clouded,
Yeah.
and it's not
Hmm, hmm, hmm.
seeing things in a different way.
Right.
Um, then we get to William and Isaiah's date, which also cute. Like, love this restaurant where they're having crab
It
paella.
was cute.
Everything was going well until Isaiah had to
He's always
bring
like,
up
so
this
when we
future
getting
again.
married? When we getting
And it's
I
like,
tell me
know.
now.
sir,
We have to talk about
like,
this right now. When are we getting married?
I mean, I haven't even started saying stuff like that to the husband who's not my husband until like 10 years later. So,
Hey.
but come
Who, me?
on. No, you're the would-be ex-boyfriend. You know who the husband who's
You're
not my
you're the
husband
one that got
is.
away,
Yeah.
Patrick.
Oh, thank you, Jonathan.
But anyway,
Yeah, William's like, damn, can I eat this crab?
you're
Like,
like,
Right.
come
He's
can I
like,
have
this
this
on.
paella is
food? Even the
good. I
Even the
told
panelists
the
are like,
panelists
chef.
are kind of like, this is
damn,
like
can y'all
not
eat
the
the food?
place.
Enjoy the
Yeah.
date.
Yeah. And I think that's the thing. It's like Isaiah is not living in the moment, and it's not enjoying the moment. Like, I get his thought process, but it's kind of
Hmm.
like this is a time when y'all should just enjoy each other because y'all
Correct.
just started dating. Like you want to just skip the honeymoon phase and go straight to, you know,
Domestic, like,
yeah.
yeah.
And I'm like,
Which,
that's a
like, you don't
lot.
even know if that's what he wants, dude. You're gonna scare
Right.
him
I
off.
guess that's
Right.
why he's asking now, like, to make sure their goals are
Yeah.
aligned. But
Right.
like,
This isn't Hinge with everything on there.
Right.
Like,
It's
yeah, you
take a
not.
gotta
breath.
slowly learn more and more about each
Correct.
other.
Right. Hmm.
That's a nice thing about meeting people in person, which does not happen that often. Is like you
Right.
actually get to see where
And
things
spend
go and
time
don't feel
getting to know
pressured
them.
either way.
Right.
And your mind could shift,
Yes.
maybe he's not
Correct.
ready for marriage, but then maybe he
Right, right,
will be,
right.
or
Yeah. But he's definitely
vice
not
versa.
ready for marriage while y'all still in the greenhouse,
While
in the
he
green
eating this
room.
paella, like,
Yeah, it's like
girl.
eat the paella, enjoy it, you know.
Ah, yeah.
Um, and I guess William, like, he didn't dodge the question, but he kind of was like,
Dude, I got crab in my mouth.
yeah, and this was not the time for him to
Ask
answer
me in
this.
10 years.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey.
So, anywho, back to Hue and Bomy's date.
This was
They
really
take the
cute.
little boat cruise on the
Now
river.
this is a proper boat
Oh,
cruise.
I was feeling very Chicago at the time.
They
Jonathan's
did
like, I'd go
Heroya.
on this boat. It was
They
nicer.
did
They had a
Heroya
deck.
dirty. That was
Well,
such a shady ass, terrible little whatever. This was
he
a
wanted to
beautiful
see the
Okay,
like.
bougie boat rider over there.
It's
Like,
because this was like, like it was like dusk. They saw like the night sky a little
yeah,
bit.
the
That
ear thing. Oh, it was
when
so
they held
the
each
ear
other's
thing was very
ears.
cute. It
And
was
he's just
very
like, is
cute.
it warm? And I don't know, something about that word in Japanese has always been kind of sexy to me because it's kind of like a
Ooh,
very tatakai. I was like, oh
is
God,
it gonna be
touch my
multiple kind of
ear.
Oh
warms?
gosh, did you? It sounded like you had a little bit of pre-cum come out.
Oh,
Oh my
anyways.
Let's
gosh.
hope not.
Any
I was on my lunch break watching it. God.
Oh, moist on your lunch break. Yeah, that was
so
really cute. I think that's
It
when,
was.
yeah, I think Hue, like every new moment he has with Bomi is like inching him
it's
closer, like he's
cuter than
falling
the
But then
one
in.
before.
he reciprocated too, which was like, finally, dude, Jesus Christ. Like touch
Like
Yeah.
his
that's
ear
what
is
you need.
not
Maybe you
that
need some
difficult.
skinship. You need to
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
spice
yeah,
things
yeah,
up. You
yeah.
need to,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
get the ball rolling. It
Yes.
was beautiful. And then they were taking selfies, and it looked like they wanted to kiss each other. But
Yeah.
I swear there was like a cameraman like
I think they
right
were
there on the boat,
camera
like.
shy. I don't
Mm.
think it was production saying don't kiss. I think they
No,
were
and yeah,
really
yeah, I think
shy
they wanted to, but the cameraman was like
in their
2 feet in
face.
front of them,
Yeah.
like, "Are you gonna do it or not?" And I was like, "Yeah, that kind of ruins the moment."
Yeah. Um, Next day, Bomey's not feeling well, so I guess being
Right.
out with that cold and stuff got him feeling a
They don't wear
little
hats, they don't wear scarves, the
right,
No,
neck out. They trying to look
right.
it's
cute.
not that cold in Hokkaido. They're fine.
Their
Yeah.
their their, their
But
ears and noses are so red though. I don't know.
yeah, super red. It must have been the wind on that river, I think.
Hmm.
Um, at the gym, Hue is working
This is
out.
so
Well,
This
weird.
is
it
where
was
he
so
like
weird.
walks in,
I thought he was sick, and that's why he's like, "Oh, I'm too tired to do it." I was like, "Dude, I've been there," and then
and this
it
was
wasn't that, and I was like, "Oh, okay."
It was
this was
so
the
weird.
himbo brain of him being like, should I go talk to him? He's sick. Should I like what should I do? What should I
Hmm.
do? And he was like, let me just pump
Yep.
one a little bit.
Let
All
me
right, cleared
pump
my head.
It did
two.
like two deadlifts and then walked
Yes,
out.
and I was like,
He
"I'm
was like,
done." Didn't even
all
take
right.
off his slippers. I was like,
It was
What are
so
you
weird.
doing?"
He just needed
But
to clear his head for a moment and like decide what to do.
Mm.
Yeah,
yes.
internally.
And then in the living room slash kitchen, Hue decides to make caramel custard, which
Oh, is
honestly
that what
kind
they
of looked,
call it in English? Is that
Yeah,
what they
it said
called
he was
it?
trying to
Oh,
make
okay.
a caramel custard.
The pudding.
yeah.
And I was like, you know how to cook away?
Yeah. And you know what? He does.
Oh yeah, I forgot he made
He
them
did cook
noodles.
before, the
He made
noodle.
them scalding
He don't
noodles
know how
for
to make
Hiroya.
pudding. I tell you that. That was
Hey.
some nasty looking
Yeah,
a
because I was like,
split.
it looked more like steamed egg. I was like,
Yeah,
That's what they said too, isn't it? It
they
did
all
not
dragged
look
it.
good.
They all dragged
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
it was not cute.
yeah. So
Where's the sugar for the caramel? I didn't see any.
It's on the
he,
bot.
it
It's
was
like
on the
usually on
bottom.
the bottom. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
Oh.
like a flan. It's more of a flan.
Oh,
They
yeah,
okay,
did a
okay.
weird translation.
yeah. He made it for him and Bomi, which was so cute,
This
and
is
then
really
went to his
cute.
room. And
It
this was the
was
first
cute.
time I think we've seen someone in someone else's room.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because I
Um,
feel like for Ryuki, they just said he was sick and they like did not touch him. So I was
No,
like, is he
Right.
like
everyone's
super
like,
contagious?
all right, boy, we'll see you in a couple days. We don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but for
maybe.
this, like, they were like, all right, you can go to his room. Like, he's not gonna spread anything, I guess.
But
I
here's
Yeah.
guess.
me thinking, should you really be making dairy for someone that's sick? I'm so
Yeah.
literal.
And
Sometimes
also
I was
it
like,
seemed more like
He
Bomey
should have made
was
him some soup.
fatigued more so.
mm,
Like maybe he said he had a touch of a fever.
yeah,
Unlike with Ryuki was like wearing a mask,
Yeah,
and I
Ryoki,
think
it
he
was
might
the
have
flu or
had something
something.
more serious, you
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
know.
yeah.
Um, but I love how they were like, first of all, when Bomey took that first bite, it looked like he was spitting it out.
Literally, I saw that. It like he was like,
I missed that, but I
and he
wish
was like,
maybe I
mm,
was.
it was good,
Uh,
right? And he was
And
like,
he was like, "Oh,
mm.
it's good." He was like, "Oh,
yeah, looks
oishi."
like
He
a
said,
little
this shit
split, but
bussin'. I'm like, sure,
Like,
sure,
oh my
girl.
gosh. But they're all flirty and it's
They're so flirt.
cute.
They're like touching. They're like, oh my God, thanks for you made this for me, only for me.
Yeah.
oh my God, but the
Oh,
glasses thing,
he was
I
like, I
was like,
can't see
Yes.
first
without
of
my
all, I wish I
glasses.
didn't get LASIK because that is a great move to do for somebody. But
Yes.
then secondly, they didn't even kiss. And
They
they were
didn't, but
like
they were
they
very
were
close to
like
I
do
know,
it.
but
I was
Bomi knew
like,
what he
you
was
two
doing.
are
Bomi
doing this
knew.
on purpose. Like Fu is definitely asking you on purpose. Like, why don't you show me, bro? How far can you
Yeah.
see?
And see, I think
Yeah.
Bomey, so I think there's a
He
few
knew
things going
he.
on.
Yeah.
Like, we did talk about the camera in the face, right? Because the camera was there.
hmm
But also, I don't think Bomey's even kissed anybody. So I think there's that too.
I
Like,
think he
even
was
if the,
just kind of testing. He's flirting with him, so he's
right.
like, "Let me go all the way up to your face and be like, oh, this is
Oh
how
my
close
God,
I can see."
I was like,
Yeah,
fucking Chris.
right. So
And you saw
there
Hue
was a lot
was,
of things
ooh,
happening, you know.
Hue
And
was,
I thought what was cute was when Hue left, he was like cheesing,
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah,
right? He
know,
was
yeah.
like, I
he was
did
low key
that.
almost skipping out of the room, you know. It was very cute.
Yeah.
Very, very cute.
Yeah, that's when he has his talking head that he's like, all right. The moment he did that, he was like, I like him. I like
Yes,
him.
yes.
hmm
And then the episode ends and we get to episode 9. And next day, low key, maybe it's day 23. I don't know. Maybe
It's
it's
day
day
30 something
it's
because
up.
it is past a month.
Yeah. Because you know what? Later in this episode, when we're jumping ahead slightly, later in this episode, when Hue and Bomi are together, Bomi again says it's been about a month. And now I'm like, I don't know what the timeline is
Is
I
it
anymore.
can't
about a
keep
month
track
or
of
it's
it.
more than a month?
More than a
Tell
month.
me.
Like, what is it? You
We need a
know?
calendar date.
Right.
4 years, 10 years. These boys
Right. I
cannot
was
tell
like,
time.
y'all can't tell time. So Jobu is assigned shift leader,
Right.
and he
Ooh.
chooses Taehan. Surprise,
Which is
surprise.
no surprise,
No
right?
Right.
surprise.
But Taehan looked shocked.
I
Yeah,
really
which is
thought this was
so
gonna be a
weird
amazing moment.
because Bomey was like all up before being like, take a picture with me. Da, da, da. I was like, dude, can you not read the room? This dude, he's like all over you.
Yeah, it was
Taehan was on one this episode. This is where my beef comes in because
yes. So at the
Yeah.
coffee truck, things were
it
awkward.
was awkward as
They were not
what
talking with each
happened?
other. Then the espresso machine stops working, which makes things even more
It was
awkward.
Yeah.
raining, no customers.
Yeah.
The moment they
Yeah,
have
so
a
Um,
like
big
two
batch of
coffees.
customers, espresso
yeah.
machine doesn't want to work.
Yeah, it's really weird. And then after that, and they make like maybe 2,200 yen, they meet to chat. Jobu is so awkward.
Do you think
And
so? Because he
I,
kept saying he was, but I was like, are you, or is Taehan just like not feeding the conversation?
It was a
so
little of both. I think
I
Jobu was doing
yes.
his normal like, I'm nervous. I want to
hmm
talk to you.
But
Hmm.
I don't know what to
This. I
say.
don't know what to say. And then Taehan's just sitting there like,
Yeah.
well, what do you have to say,
What do you
girl?
have to
Right.
say?
He's like,
And
Taehan's
say it
like,
or
I'm a
don't.
veteran. I'm not saying anything. You
I
talk
Which
to
didn't,
is
so
me.
crazy. I feel
I
like
didn't take
Taehan
it like that. I
like
No,
took
I'm
Taehan
being,
is
I
so
know.
usually like he gives people he's so
All he
he's
does is
that person that'll
talk.
meet you halfway
Right,
and
right,
will
right,
like
right,
get to
right,
know
right, right.
you. But for
right.
some reason in this moment he was very like, you asked me here, so you wanted to talk to me. What's up?
Yeah, and
Same.
Nothing?
that's the way I took it as well
It
too.
was a little diva-ish.
So I'm the same way. That's what I was like, I understand where Taehyun's coming from. If you ask me out and you say you want to get to know me, I'm expecting you to ask me questions to
Really? Is
get
that
to know
true?
me.
I mean, yes, Jobu literally had nothing to say, which I'm
Yeah,
like,
Jobu had nothing to say.
but
But
Taehan,
I
like,
think,
I don't know, give him a bone, help him out a little bit. He's obviously
Correct.
nervous in front of you.
yeah, and I think like Jobu was just super nervous.
Yeah.
And Taehan
And
just didn't give a fuck. It was like,
I think Taehyun did, but Taehyun was like, what am I gonna do? Because I'm expecting you. And see, this is the side where Taehyun said he can be a princess, and this
the
is
panel
him.
was like, the princess jumped
I
out
ain't got
here.
time for that.
Yeah, and this is where he was being a princess.
His talking head, he was like, yeah, you asked me, girl, was I'm not
Yeah,
gonna give you
That's so
anything.
interesting you say you're like that, Kevin, but I guess I talk a lot because I was like, yeah, I guess it's not a
but see,
problem
you
with
Both of
wouldn't
me.
y'all
I'll
know.
ask
big
you
chatty
questions
Cathy's, so
regardless.
Exactly.
We are very chatty people.
Right.
Yes.
Like if you ask me out somewhere and you say you
Hmm.
want to get to know me, I'm expecting you to ask me
Yeah,
questions.
yeah,
And
yeah,
that's pretty much it.
for sure.
And
mhm.
and that's how and I'm like that in that kind of moment, especially if it's a date. Like you said you want to get to know me. What are we talking about?
You know what
I'm
you would do different though? You would say exactly what you just said now to the other person if they weren't asking you something. You'd be like, "You gonna ask me a question?"
yeah, I was like, yeah, you can ask me a question. What
You
Right.
gonna
questions do
talk
you
or what?
have? Are you gonna
Right.
talk?
I'm
So
You
like
surprised
know,
Jobu
Tayhan
had
didn't
nothing
feed
to
it at
say.
all. It's
yeah,
like my problem. Like, dude, just say something to
yeah.
this
He
guy. I
had
don't
Like no
know.
one's
nothing to
like, oh,
say.
how's your time in this house so far? What was your
Yeah.
experience on season one? Do you think it's different this
Yeah,
time?
I was just very,
Hmm.
I think he was in the
Or like
middle.
default to be like sister, like, oh, who do you like right now? Like, are you
I
feeling
think
anyone right now?
I think
Nothing.
Jobu was in
He
the
just shut
middle,
down.
like in Jobu's head. He's like, oh my gosh, this guy that I low-key kind of crushed on, that I'm also fangirling over, is
Hmm.
finally in front of me. And there's things that I want to say, but he gets so awkward when he's in those moments. Because he did the same with
Hmm.
William, remember?
It took him multiple
Yeah, it's
like
true.
conversations with William to
Yeah.
like bring up
But
the
I think the
courage.
difference is with William, William is a little bit more like easygoing, you know?
William will
And
stare you in the eyes and be like, "Go on,"
go
like
on.
he will
You know,
let you like, yeah.
yeah, but Taehan, is not, he's like, I don't have the time.
He
I
said, "Cut
want
the
you.
cameras." He said, "We done here? We done?" He
Yeah,
says, "Got nothing to
like it was
say."
just so awkward. And I felt bad for Jobu, but
I
at
feel
the
so
same
bad for
time, I'm like,
Jobu.
Jobu, you kind of blew your chance. Because
You
I don't know
blew
where
your
things are gonna go
chance.
from here.
And
Uh,
Taehyun said,
Yeah.
"You wasted my time on this
He's
date."
gonna be
yeah,
obsessed with
On
Taehan for
this,
the next 6 episodes. Jesus.
we'll see. We'll
we'll
see, because
see.
there's something he
Maybe
said later that tells me maybe not. But
Mm,
back at the house, William and Isaiah are cooking in the kitchen. And, things were not awkward-ish, but I think you could tell like Isaiah just really wanted that reassurance for the future. We already know William's not looking that far ahead at the moment, because he really just wants to focus on them, for now. Then later, Taehyun and Jobu return home. The vibe is still awkward AF. Taehyun doesn't feel as
they're
if,
like cleaning in silence.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And I don't think in Taehyun expresses that he doesn't feel as if Jobu really showed interest, which I'm like, well, yeah, if he didn't ask any questions.
And Taehyun did not throw a bone to this fanboy. He
Right.
I
said
know.
Right. And I don't know if Taehyun didn't notice this guy was fanboying.
he had to have noticed,
He
girl.
had to. He took a
Yeah.
picture with you.
Yeah. So I don't know. At dinner, Bomi asked the group, what is love?
He's like, "What does love mean to
What
you?"
does
And
love
this is
mean to you?
such a crazy question to just throw out there during
Yeah,
dinner,
and
but
probably not the most appropriate one to have while you're in the middle of
These
eating.
production questions. I know. I'm
Yeah.
just like,
for
So
sure.
love is
so
that crab paella.
so what responses stuck out to you the most other than Huey's long ass
Who is
answer?
long ass analytical. I was like, all right, we get it. Now we know how you got your PhD, mama. Like this,
Yeah.
this
But
answer
other
was
than that,
crazy.
like, were there any other responses that stood out to y'all?
I'm so cold. You two are so sweet. Whenever they get asked these like cheesy questions, I'm like, all right, my brain's shutting off. I'm not translating.
What? I like Ryuki's answer that he said like when you see a beautiful like sunset or like a landscape or something and you want to send the photo to someone, like that's what love is.
Girl, I'll be
Hmm.
sending
Like
it to my.
someone you
I'll
want to
send it
send
to
a
y'all in
beautiful
the
photo
group
to.
chat.
Ooh,
Be like, look at this sunset.
I know, with someone you want to share like a beautiful moment with.
Yeah, and I
Hmm.
love that. You know, you could tell he's definitely a romantic, which is really cute.
Well, he said
Really,
he likes
really
bad
cute.
boys. So I don't know what this boy doing.
But he also likes bad boys. He probably likes guys that
He like
are
a freak in the sheets. That's what he wants.
he likes a freak in the sheets, a lover on the date, and hood in the streets. That's what he likes.
In the
So,
streets.
um, but yeah, Huawei's long ass answer, I actually zoned out because I was like, I don't
I
even know what you're
said I
talking
was trying
about.
so hard to keep up with it. I was like, I don't think I understand this at all.
Dang, y'all zoned out with the English subtitles, so that's pretty bad.
Maybe it
Yeah.
wasn't. I don't know. I had to go back and like reread that over and over again because
No,
it
I was
sounded
good. I'm
like
not rereading that. I'm not. It was too
the
long.
census was like that. We all have our own different ideas of love, and love
Yeah.
means something
Well,
different to
yeah,
each of
okay.
us.
That's why we're
It just
asking the question,
yeah,
dude. Like,
literally
Yeah.
like that's why we're asking the question. So what does it mean to you?
Yeah. He
But
was given a dissertation. We didn't ask for that. And that by that point, people had lost their appetite because it was too much. There was a lot of food
girl,
left.
they put the chopsticks down. They said,
I'm done. I'm going to
take us to
sleep.
school, mama.
Right, this is too much. Next day, Bomi is made shift leader. He chooses Hoei, of course.
No whole
Um,
way.
yeah, Huey. Ooh, see, I'm getting a little tired. He not a hoe.
No
So
way.
yeah. Huey's smile was so cute when he was
This was
chosen.
really
Like
cute.
you could really
Yeah.
see, like, okay, this man
He's
is
like
into
giddy.
him.
He's giddy for
He's
this.
Finally,
giddy.
finally. Oh my
And
God.
at the coffee truck, Huey asks Bomi if he wants to go on the slopes later.
Yeah.
Bomi says yes, even though
No,
begrudgingly,
this
because
was
he
such a
can't
convoluted,
ski.
like, I
Right.
don't want to, but like,
I
you
want
want to.
to. Yeah.
He's like,
It
so
was
you want to or you don't? He's like, no. But also,
right.
I'm like, either
Yeah, I'll
or.
go for you.
Yeah. He's going. So that's he ended up saying yes. Um, they're and they made 10,000 yen.
They made the
I know they
most
made a
money
mon. I
ever.
was like, okay, okay.
Yeah.
They
Each
picked a
mon
good
Okay.
spot.
then.
And then back at the house, Isaiah, Jobu, and William are in the
Mm,
sauna, which
Tits out,
I
girl.
was
know. Ooh,
Ooh,
I was so
sweat
finally.
was
glad to see
everywhere.
Jobu again,
They're
shirtless
commenting on
and
each other's
wet.
abs. They're
Right.
like,
I
William,
mean,
where's your
William didn't
abs,
have
mama?
abs at the moment, so which I think he okay with.
He eating
Um,
good in this house. Trust.
yeah, he eaten. Jobu said he would now this is the thing, because he talked about that, trash date with
They said, how'd it
Taehyun.
go, girl?
And
And he
Jobu
said,
said
it was
he will not
garbage.
choose Taehyun again, but
Mm.
Isaac suggests he should give it another shot. And
He
Jobu
said if
also said
Taehyun
that if
picked him,
Taehyun chooses him, he will go. But Jobu
yeah,
said he will not choose him.
Mm.
Hmm.
I
And that's
missed
why I'm
that. So
like,
that makes sense. Yeah.
yeah. And that's why I said, you
I
know
was
what?
looking at them, not I was trying to see
you're
Isaiah. I
you're
was
trying to
like
see something. You were
I was
like,
like, we're gonna move the
you're
camera
on the
down a
bus,
little bit.
like,
I'm not lying either. Yeah, I was on the
this
bus
privacy screen
watching
was
it.
working
I
overtime,
was
huh?
oh, I don't have privacy screen. I want y'all to see.
He said, ooh, go down a little more. Anyway,
I need to get a
Anyway,
privacy screen.
you do. You do. I actually I have some that you can have. So I
Great.
yeah, so I can just send you the link from Amazon. Anywho, so back on the slopes, looks like Bomi really can't ski, which we kind of knew this already.
Hmm.
that's me as hell. That was me the
Me
first time I
too.
skied.
The view is pretty. Um, Bomi mentions how when he came in the house, he wasn't sure if it was the right choice, but now
Mm.
he is happy he came. And then they take a cute pic together on the slopes. That's a
That was
beautiful
really
It's
pic.
really cute.
cute.
I
It
It
was
wanted
was
them to
really
cute.
kiss. Didn't Huawei say that he liked him during this moment?
um
I think he said at the end of the
No, no,
last
no. He
episode.
he
says it
said
later. He
it
says it
then he
later.
said it before. So they already
Yeah.
know how they he didn't say it to him directly yet at this point.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think he
yeah,
says
yeah.
it later. He says it later, I think.
Yeah. Then back at the house next day, Isaiah mentions how he and William want to get to know each other better. So they
Mm,
will not be joining
Mm,
for dinner
mm,
as they'll be
mm.
going out and
mm.
returning the next day.
This is crazy. Even the panelists were like, yup, y'all need take
They
some
they
time
do need
to
that
Y'all
fuck.
time.
need
They do need that time to get to know each other on a deeper, intimate
deeper,
Deeper,
ladder.
deeper.
Yes.
deeper,
Yes. Gropper.
deeper.
Mm,
Anyway,
Which is
Kazuyuki volunteered.
crazy. As they said this, wait, no, but as they said this, even Bomi was like, because they all knew what it meant.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
such a
Oh
weird thing
yeah.
to
As
say
soon as I heard it too, I was like,
We know
finally,
what they
God.
doing.
because
We
they're
know.
like, oh, we're staying, we're going on a trip, and they're all like, oh, you coming back tonight? They're like, it's an overnight stay, and they're all like, oh,
Right. And then Jobu, his ass was like, "Oh, can I join?"
The
his thirsty
Like,
ass
dumbass.
was
even
like,
as a
can I
joke,
join?
I was
Okay,
like, "Sir, keep
shoot your
your ass
shot,
at home. You and your hairy shoulders need to stay in the house, okay?" So,
girl.
Don't be hating on Harry Shoulders. You know, I just trimmed mine the
I
other
do not
day.
hate hairy shoulders. I like his hairy shoulders,
Oh my
okay,
God.
which I have mentioned last time, okay.
It was funny. Isaiah was like, you want to be a third? Our third?
Mm,
I was like, do
yeah.
it, girl.
I wouldn't
Mm-mm.
mind.
I
Anyway.
want to see. This is what I want to see.
Anyway, Kazuyuki volunteers to be the shift leader and chooses Jobu. Thank God.
Hmm.
Um, Low key, wouldn't it be wild if Jobu and Kazuyuki get together?
They're like 20 years apart. No.
They're not 20 years apart. They're
I
14
was
years
also
apart.
thinking like I could kind of see it. I
Yeah, I
think
could see it.
Kazuyuki's like so chill that I think like Jobu being like 1,000 and him being like a zero could like be a good balance for them.
Yeah,
Ooh,
and Kazuyuki is so much of
they're
a
2-0.
romantic
Mm,
and and I feel as if loves it when his partner
Ooh.
really, shows care and all of that. And Jobu would be that kind
mm,
of person who every single day would wake up and show affection in some
yeah.
way.
But are
Yeah,
they
Like a
both
little puppy dog.
bottoms? That's
I don't
probably the
know.
issue here.
I
I
don't know.
said they're 2-0. Yep.
Yeah,
Is that what you said, 2-0?
yeah, I don't know.
It can work. There are tools out there now, everybody. It can
That's
Hey,
work.
true.
hey.
There are.
And that's what Isaiah and William are going to be using in the at the cottage.
We're not
Wait,
there yet,
what?
but we're almost
I'm
there.
kidding. I'm
Wait,
kidding.
what?
So at the coffee truck, so Kazuyuki sees a collie and he said it reminds him of his dog that
Oh,
passed
that
a
was
year
cute.
ago.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, so the dog that passed just before y'all broke up.
Yikes.
Yikes. Yikes. And then he starts tearing up a little bit. And I was like, this man and this relationship, man. Um,
Whew.
then back at the house, um, all the guys except for one are wearing plaid. And
Oh, I
at
missed
first,
that.
like it was just three
They're
of
like
them wearing
almost all
plaid.
wearing plaid, but then like
And
someone goes to change. They're like, oh,
Hue goes up and
Huawei's like,
changes.
I have
He's
a
like,
plaid
let me
shirt I can change
match.
into.
Yes. And then Tomoaki feels awkward
He
about the
just lays there on
plaid.
the couch and like goes on his phone, but it's like,
Yeah.
don't you
And
see
then
they're all having a moment?
he goes upstairs and
Yeah,
He
it was
separates
just
himself from the
weird.
leaves.
group.
Well, he
Yeah.
I thought he was
watches them
getting
take a
sick.
photo
Yeah.
from the
Yeah.
couch, and I'm like, first of all, shady that the other girls aren't like, hey girl, you have anything plaid? Like, let's
Yeah,
take a
but I think
photo.
they kind of did say that before they even took the photo. Like they were encouraging everyone to. And I think when Hue ran up and like, oh, I have some plaid, I think they were expecting Tomoaki to kind of do
To
the
do it
same,
too. But I guess
but
he's
he
Yeah.
new.
didn't.
I don't know. If it
Yeah,
was me, I would have enforced him more to be like, girl, get up. Like,
yeah.
Get
But
show
I
some
some
think
plaid.
activity.
also like he already was thinking negatively
You
anyway.
just got here and you're already like othering yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's how he is. Like I understood, like I said, I don't like it, but I understand where it's coming from.
But
So
for him to just leave and like walk away, I was like, girl.
yeah. After the coffee truck, Kazuyuki and Jobu chat, and Kazuyuki said Jobu is the most comfortable person in the house to talk to. And he tells him how he's been
That's
reflecting
deep.
on his
Hmm.
relationship with his ex, and they broke up because the excitement was no longer there,
Yeah.
which that's kind of sad.
Yeah.
Like, it sounds like they needed a shift in their relationship, and I think maybe they thought the only option was to break up.
Better than opening it up, right? No.
Um, I would
It
disagree because it
depends.
For some
depends.
people,
Depends.
because it doesn't work for everyone.
Yeah, it doesn't work for everyone.
But
I
that's
think
not
what they
the,
should have
the
talked.
scapegoat. That's not the gay scapegoat. Like the straights be like, let's have a baby, and that'll
Yeah,
save the marriage.
I
Hmm.
think what they should have done was, if we don't know if they did this or not, but they should have done couples counseling. But
Yeah.
probably it may have not been something they felt was accessible in Japan.
I was gonna say,
Probably.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know how
So,
accessible it is.
but what would have worked would have been couples counseling, probably for them to really figure it out. And
Hmm.
then that way, I think the breakup would have been, they would have been
Not
able
as
to leave
hard.
on, yeah, not as hard, even if
Yeah.
the option was to break up.
I
Mm-hmm.
mean,
Mm-hmm.
after that conversation, it really like solidified for me that I was like, all right, he's probably his arc is he's gonna get back with his ex.
I think so too.
Like
I
for
Oh,
think
you
that's
sure.
what's
Like
gonna
think
happen. I
so?
think
like
so
that
too.
Oh,
conversation was like, oh, he
really?
is getting back with the ex. Like
Yeah,
they're
or
gonna
he's gonna at least try
Wow.
to. Like
he's
I
or
think this is
he's
more of
walking out this
Ooh.
taking.
house trying to, yeah.
Yes.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
okay. I didn't think that at all. I think it's a bad idea, but
Yeah, I don't know. I don't agree,
Can
but I think
salvage
that's what
15
the plan
years, I'm
is.
pretty sure,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
Some people
Then
stay together when they shouldn't, even if it's 15 years, let me tell you.
absolutely.
Slave
Hmm.
baby.
Absolutely. Because also we don't know if the relationship was over for his partner like 10 years into like 10 years later.
Yeah, yeah,
We don't
yeah.
know.
We don't know the full
But
tea. We
yeah,
gotta
we
read
don't
his
know the
novel
full
that he's
tea.
writing.
Right. So back at the house, Ryuki chats with Tomoaki in the living room, and Tomoaki reveals that he did feel left out with the plaid shirt thing.
You left yourself out. But
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And
so
yeah, you
weird.
did. He left himself out, and Taehyun, well, Ryuki kind of mentions that, and Taehyun says the same thing, and but still offers support and says, like, it's okay for you to include yourself. Like,
yeah, that
like
was
they,
like they're also new. Like Ryuki said, like he's new.
yeah,
Taehyun's like
they're
I
all
just got
new.
here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Like
you can,
they're yeah. When we came in, Ryuki was like when we came in, there was like
yeah,
established cliques already. But
yeah,
like so we all sometimes
Yeah,
feel
a little left
a
out.
little othered, a little left out. But
yeah,
you're still here. You're
Yeah.
still a Rue girl at
Yeah,
the end
you're
of
in the
the day.
house. Yeah, you're in the house, so
Yeah,
go ahead and join in.
yeah.
yeah,
So then later, Hue and Bomi are chatting. And
This
Hue
one he
mentions
says,
he's
yeah.
leaving the house for a bit for his entrance ceremony. And this is where he does say that he does like Bomi. Like a
yeah.
little part of him likes Bomi.
Oh, so
And
generous.
yeah, so
And he's
generous.
just afraid to say it, but yeah, this is him fully confessing that he likes
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Bomi.
yeah, yeah.
Right.
Of course, of course, of
But
course.
of
And they're
course he's
on the
like, I'm
same
leaving,
page
girl.
finally. Yes. But he'll be back. It's only for a little bit, because he did get into that PhD program. So he has to go ahead and, you know,
Which is
go through the
starting so
motion.
fast, right? You just got
Yeah.
accepted and it's already like
Yeah,
orientation or
yeah,
whatever.
Yeah. It's yeah, they said an entrance ceremony. I don't know what that looks like exactly.
Yeah.
Like, so and then Zaya and William, they're doing grocery shopping for dinner at their little
The little college
getaway
villa.
evening.
yeah.
They went to
Um
the cottage.
Yeah, they went over to their little overnight cottage. It's cute. I love the views. I love the
Yeah, it
environment.
was
Beautiful.
nice.
I love the way William put that strawberry in his mouth. Um, them coupling and cuddling on the sofa was really cute. Like there were just moments. And I was like,
Yeah.
this
The whole
is the
time I
moment.
was like, when they gonna smash? I was like, when they gonna cut the
Honestly,
cameras?
same,
I was like, there's so many
same.
cameras. I was like, is there a cameraman with them right now? Or are these just like cameras GoPro
No,
set up?
there's a cameraman with them
The
for sure. One
fireplace
or
It's
scene,
so
two.
awkward.
when we get to the fireplace, I was like, they're gonna do it. They're gonna.
Yes, yes.
I was like, right
And
here?
while they're having dinner, one thing I would mention before we get to the place
Mm,
where the
mm,
fire
mm.
was being lit, what matters, what William said was what matters is that we both wake up at the same time. And this was in regard to if they were
Oh, the
in
concern
Spain.
about, yeah, if they
Yeah,
go to
because of the
Barcelona,
time difference and all of
you're
that.
working Japan hours.
Right.
Uh,
And William is
it,
really,
they pay more.
I think that gave a little bit more reassurance to
Their possible future,
Azaya.
what their future would look
Right.
like.
But it's still like not 10 years. But
Mm-hmm,
then they did
mm-hmm.
talk about weddings and marriage and all of that. And that's when they realized they were aligned, that they wanted to at some point be married before they both turned 40 and all
Mm.
of that. And that whole time they're caressing each other's faces. And I'm
This
like,
was
can y'all
so
kiss?
intimate. This was so
I
intimate. I was like,
This
I feel like I'm
know.
intruding here. This
You're
is
right.
a
It was
little
so
much.
intimate, and they're staring at each other's eyes,
I was
and
like, when they gonna cut the cameras
yeah,
before the
so they
OnlyFans
start
clip
kissing in front
plays?
of the fire.
That's when
And
you knew you were just like, yep, they're gonna
yeah,
do it. If this was real life, they wouldn't even gone to the bed. They would just did it right there on the floor in
right.
front of the
But
fire.
Ooh.
then they did cut to them in the bed under the sheets, and I was like, they
Mm-hmm.
fucking,
I was
they
like, why is the
fucking,
show showing
they
this? This is
fucking.
crazy.
But
Yep,
there wasn't a so Jonathan, that camera's clearly mounted in the bed. They knew
Yeah,
what
yeah,
was
yeah.
happening.
All
right.
But
right, but
like
who turned off the camera, or they got their own little clip for later?
Who knows? I don't know.
they
It'll
don't
be on
care if they cut it
OnlyFans.
out. They could cut it out, whatever. You think I'm thinking about that? If I'm them, I'm not. I
That's
don't
all I'm
care.
thinking.
I was not thinking that. And if
I'm
so,
not. I'm
I mean, it's
thinking.
not as if
I'm
William hasn't
thinking.
been in
We
You
front
in
of a
thinking
camera
how you gonna
bottom,
before.
or
take all that? How you
we
Yeah.
gonna
flip flopping. What are we doing? I'm not thinking about
Yeah.
there's a camera. I'm
you
like, cameraman, you
thinking
want to
that's why we
join?
only ate strawberries for dinner?
But the thing is, they had steak and
Strawberries
mashed
and ice.
It
potatoes.
was
Star
strawberries and champagne, mama. I ain't see
strawberries
no
and
meat.
ice
They had
cubes.
steak and mashed potatoes.
I barely saw
They
that.
didn't.
They,
They didn't eat that shit. They just took like a
That was for the
like
bite, and
they
they're
camera.
that
like,
was definitely there, and they were definitely eating it because William was like, "Oh, this steak is really good."
"Yeah, I
So
bet he was
Sure.
because he can eat it."
yeah. Now I wasn't watching what Isaiah was eating, but I will say this
Isaiah
that
didn't eat anything. In fact, he probably just
Uzziah
drank
had
some water.
champagne and strawberries.
well, what I will say is this: I do not think William was too camera shy about
Oh,
the camera being in the bedroom.
Really? What? Why do you say that?
anyways,
Anyway,
not final
I have a
thoughts.
question.
Was it raw? Kevin,
That's the question
Kevin.
I have for
Wait,
y'all.
I
Was it
didn't see that it
raw?
wasn't on the.
Was it
Oh my
raw?
I wasn't scrolled
God.
down.
Was it raw?
Um,
Knowing Isaiah,
from
hell no.
from what I hear from, oh, should I say this? I'm not gonna say that. But
Oh,
from
No,
what I
say it. Say
hear,
it. Say
from
it.
what I
what are the
hear,
streets saying?
I'm not incriminating myself, but from what I hear is raw. Just
I
Huh?
in
would not be
general,
surprised
that's
too.
like the path in that country. So
Yep. Yep. I was gonna say that. I was
I
gonna
know,
say
but
that.
knowing Isaiah, no.
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 no,
No.
because Isaiah doesn't know better.
Uh, yeah. That's what I was gonna
Oh,
say.
you
I
said
was
But
waiting
Isaiah
for
was
on
Patrick
begging
to
for
say
it.
it.
on a serious note, it is like a lack of education around like sexual health and that, unfortunately. So yeah, they
Right.
probably didn't.
Now
Jokes aside,
I will say because they're in their 30s, I'm
they
pretty
should
sure
know
they're aware
better.
of like prep and things like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So and I
I
will
hope.
say again, not incriminating anyone, but from what I do know, prep is very prevalent in Japan.
There you go.
It
So
is.
Wrap
I
it
would
up,
not, and
folks.
also prep is very prevalent in Spain and is very prevalent in Peru. So
Yes,
I'm going to say that I believe both of them are aware
they
and
should
both
be.
of them are probably on it. Now, if it's in
Hmm.
the injectable or the pill, I don't know.
Oh
But
my God. Y'all leave a comment below if you think it was wrong.
I believe it was raw.
Leave a comment below.
Yeah, I believe it was raw. I believe
I
there was
can't.
breeding.
I
I
can't. I'm
believe that
crying.
the
I
next
didn't say
morning,
all that.
I
Maybe he
believe the
pulled
next
out.
morning,
Oh,
I
oh
believe the
my
next
God.
I was checking
morning.
my prep shipment. I was like, when the fuck is that shit getting here?
Anyway, thank you all
So I
for
believe the
this
next
bonus
morning.
episode.
I believe the next morning that you know
Oh
who is
my.
going to wake up um creamed up,
Pregnant,
okay?
getting the kids, wife and kids he wanted.
Yes, he pregnant. Okay, impregnated. Anyway,
Or Jonathan is like, oh my God.
I can't. I can't. Cut the
Jonathan acted.
cameras.
See,
Cut the
Jonathan is
cameras.
acting as if like he had never heard of being flooded before. And with that
Anyways,
said,
that is all for this
that is
bonus
it for this
episode.
bonus episode. Excuse me, that is my line, Jonathan. Of this bonus episode of Rye Can Top My Knee. Be safe and get a boyfriend for Taehyun.
And I hope the William in your life rocks your knee like he rocked Isaiah, y'all.
Well, he did more than rock Isaiah. He
He
flooded
rocked
him
the
up.
boat. Rocked the boat.
Yep. I just hope lubrication was there. Anyway, bye everyone.
Next week for the next recap.